Uh,
That bitch ass nigga. What's his name again?
Bill O'Reilly. Was that Bill O'Reilly? No,
Bill
that's
O'Reilly.
yeah,
There
yeah,
you go.
yeah,
Bill O'Reilly. Yeah.
yeah. That nigga, he probably somewhere in this vacation spot.
Nah, he's doing podcasts now and shit. He's trying to get into that game. You know what I mean? He's trying to.
Well, yeah, cause I just posted the video you was talking about.
Right.
Hold on, let me actually hook up my speaker so everybody can hear you loud and clear. Cause the shit fucked me up, boy. I was getting ready to lay down. I'm high as hell. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm about to let me check my notifications real quick, man. See who the fuck hating on me this time. What the fuck? Somebody tagged me in some shit. I seen that shit. I'm like, dude, oh my god, dog. They just sent my brother out to be lynched. So you saying that's why he kicked you out? What did you say though? What was the caption, motherfucker?
Power on. Bluetooth on. Bluetooth connected.
The extent of if I see anybody with the Ukrainian flag, you're sus. You know what I mean? They're literally lynching black people over there. They're segregating black people there. I didn't say fuck Ukraine. I didn't say anything too, vile or too extreme. I just said, hey, this is what it is. And I think I got a couple of trolls, who probably, reported me. But they didn't even tell me that I got a report, which I have gotten in the past. They just said, hey, you violated terms of service. I was like, wait, what? Why? Can you give me a notice? What was the tweet or anything? Well, I remember that was the last post I posted, and nigga got assassinated. So
yeah, I done been there, man. I done been there. I know how that feel, but you know what it is, man. They are doing a sweep. They are doing a sweep not only on. You see how they just did some of the bigger names that was speaking out against Ukraine. They had get rid of Ukraine on Fire from YouTube. First they turned off the comments and they was like, okay, what we gonna do? And they just took it off. But I know on another platform, if y'all trying to watch it, Right Brian TV, we actually those are the people that's actually doing my shooting my documentary also, and they good people. They just put the whole thing up on there. You can go watch it there. But
okay,
they are doing a whole sweep on people who's pushing the truth, people who push for justice, and it's crazy how people really can say something like they are really taking up for Nazis. You know what I'm saying? In a way, they are wrapping this shit up in a way to make it look like, okay, I'm not saying I'm a Nazi, but Hitler wasn't as bad as Putin. Like what?
You see how the conversation has evolved, right? So it was like Trump is a literal Nazi, Trump is literally Hitler, this and that and the third, and now the conversation has evolved into, well, Hitler, you know what? I mean, I read parts of the. It is a fucking mess. I don't trust liberals for the life of me. I cannot trust you niggas. Honestly, you are the fucking vile extremists that got Hitler in power in the first place. Let's start there.
Yep.
I mean, look, guys. I gotta tell you though that if we just vote back better, I think everything will be really well. You know what I mean? but it's like this. You're right. The fucking liberal class, even here in the States, are the fucking ones assisting fascism in our society. Like they're the ones willing to cheerlead us into a fucking world war. Like what the fuck? And that's only due to part to years of the propaganda by both parties and also by our corporate media. So it makes me feel really sad for these people because I know people personally who really believe in wanting to start another war. We just got out of Afghanistan. Now we're going to be led into another thing.
Nah, we're still there, partner. I mean, the CIA still has informants, and we're still occupying Afghanistan.
I know, but the thing is, though, like officially we're quote unquote out, but again, like I'm not going to be surprised that we still have operatives there. But
in a minute,
again,
we ain't gonna have no choice but to pull out, especially seeing the powers that is ganging up around us.
right,
People are getting tired of America. They're tired of the reach that America has over the world. There's no reason for us to have all these bases. No reason for us to have all these, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason for us to be in any other country besides our own anyway. Like, let's keep it like that. You do deals with certain countries. You don't fucking take from them. You don't steal the resources, knowing that they don't have an army or military power to do anything about it. You write the
right.
international laws, and then you break them. Then you rewrite them. People are tired of it, and rightfully so. In a minute, they ain't gonna have no choice but to pull out, especially if
Right.
everybody drop the American dollar.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. Now we're seeing the repercussion of our actions, but we're still not feeling the full brunt of it because like people still believe that we're supposed to be the police state across the world. But now with Ukraine on a lot of people's minds, I do think it's like they're ramping up the propaganda in full speed to ensure that we get into this fucking another 2 decades long quagmire that we just feel like we got out, but not really got out. So we're not learning the mistakes from the past, even if it's just recent. And I feel like that's where we're headed to, repeating the same mistakes over again.
They always say if you don't learn from the past, do them to repeat it. I say if you don't learn, you burn, because that's your ass. And you know, sometimes I feel like some of these people are a lost cause because there's so many people we only pay attention to them because that's what they push out there to us. Because you know what I'm saying, like if no matter how good your tweet is and stuff like that, these Twitter is only gonna push it to certain people, and you know what I'm saying, they're gonna keep it out of these topics and whatnot. They're not gonna let it get as big. No matter if you're truth telling, they're gonna shut you the fuck down. But this is what happened. You know, we've seen this with Facebook. We've seen this now what's happening on Twitter.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning, boss. Well, no, but 100% because I mean, okay, so this is what Facebook and I think Instagram decided to do. They decided to be lenient when people were calling out for outright war against Russia. So you could say whatever the fuck you want against Putin. You could call him whatever name you want. You could say whatever you want, like no-fly zones. You could say bomb Moscow and all this other bullshit, and they won't take you down.
I swear.
But the minute you stand up for Palestine, the minute you stand up for Syria, the minute you stand up for Africa, the minute you stand up for the rights of the people of the United States, that's when it's like, oh, you can't do that. You can't do you can't. No. We have to give billions of dollars to Nazis. That's the correct way about going about business.
13
we have
billion.
to. You pieces of fucking shit. I hate these goddamn platforms. Oh my God. We just need to get outside with the magnaphones because
I'm telling you.
You know what I mean? Like we can't. I cannot deal with these social media platforms that have outright sold out to propaganda, to our powers that be. Like I can't do that. We cannot do that. We have to stand up for our free speech in some way or another. And it's not just far right getting censored. No, it's always been the left getting censored because we're the ones that are fucking with their money. Always. And that's always been the case in these motherfucking platforms. And I hate it here. I can't stand here. And whatever happened to, I mean, I'm not sure if you spoke to Didi or anybody else recently. I haven't been able to reach out to.
The black. You can talk a lot.
That's what, you see what I mean? You see what the fuck I mean, bro?
You talk a lot. Anyway, I'm speaking from Uganda. That is East Africa. Is there anybody who knows my country? I'm from Uganda, East Africa.
Yeah.
And I'm the director at the Global Village Outreach Uganda, another government organization based on CBO, Community Development Organization.
How you doing this morning? Or wherever time it is over there.
And
Yeah,
what
what
I say?
What time is it in Uganda right now? What's the time?
Right now it is already 5:32 p.m.
5:32.
Yes, we are just warming. The sunshine is just going. We are just seeing it going.
Well, that's gangster. I mean, it's 10:32 over here in New York, partner. In the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You are in what about your area? What's the time right now?
You said the time? Oh, I just told you. 10:33. Yeah, 10:33 in the morning.
Oh, very sorry. For us, we are almost going to sleep. For you, are just waking up. That's really terrible.
Well, the good news is at least we're awake. You know what I mean? At least we have woken up. That's the I want to focus on good news.
I'm just from work right now, and I'm at home right now. So for you, are just going to work.
How do you feel about this this whole fight with America, Ukraine, and Russia? Oh, Mick, your ass finally stepped up, huh? Oh, you gonna shut down, huh? When I ask you a question, okay.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Oh no, I was talking to him, but what's going on with you?
Not much. How about you?
Just talking shit about America, same old.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah, what is this Purple Heart? What is this bullshit? how do I switch it up to the red bitch?
Man, people was already pissed
You
about
have to
that.
hold it down.
Oh, there you
hold
go.
it down. Yeah, and then it like kind of Once you hold it down, it gives you other options.
Yeah, I'm holding it down, and I'm gonna give you.
I'm gonna be a weirdo. I'm gonna do the orange heart for you niggas. Hold up.
Ain't nothing wrong with the color orange. I like orange.
Give you a blue heart. There you go. You want.
I like orange and blue. But yeah, man. I feel like I just reported on this. Actually, the Russia just shot down. I obviously can't show it on here because they tripping on us now. But there's Su-25. I hope I'm pronouncing that. Su-25 was shot out of the air. Like, holy fuck. They are not playing with these people. And they took over strongholds and had the Nazis retreat over in Donbass. Like, they are really pushing in, and this is why he's really calling for this no-fly zone, because he know that it's been over before it started. Like, they don't have the military power to go against Ukraine, and America knows it too. This is why they are pushing your tax dollars into this war, because they know that if Ukraine, which is go head to head, it's over. And not only that, the Russian military just bombed another. They just bombed another NATO base that was hitting in a forest. So yeah, they are they are on it. They're not pulling any punches, and I see this shit is happening way quicker than I expected. But what did you expect? You know, like yesterday, I just seen this map. I wish I had saved it. I seen a map of NATO strongholds all around Russia. Some of them are damn near in Russia. You know, and I'm like, yeah, I'll probably be feeling like Putin right now. Like, get the fuck on, bro.
All I heard is that they bombed the NATO stronghold, and I got a little that's what's up. I like that for them. let me put on this red, white, and blue ass flag next to my name. God damn it! We start, man. How long have they existed? NATO, that is. How long were they?
It wasn't that long, but shit, since the commies had failed. That's what their job was to do, was make sure the communists never come back, and that's what they have been doing. You know, going in these socialist communist nations. You know what I'm saying? Stealing their resources,
founded in
fucking
1949.
them all up.
1949, Jesus Christ! So Damn, 70 years. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's not old at all. Shit,
70 years too long. My granddaddy is 78.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, we got family members older than that. They can go. They passed their death date. But but like I was saying, a lot of these people they pushing for this span of NATO and for America world dominance because they are so comfortable in their chair of America. I should say they're so comfortable, man. They don't want this shit to change, man. They know this shit is really gonna change, y'all. I mean, from our oils to the way we live in, all them big ass houses they was living in. Not only that, their money isn't gonna be worth a goddamn thing. It's gonna be a lot of change, and they are not willing to give up that white supremacy, even if they are not, hands-on with their white supremacy. They're not going out to fight these wars and whatnot. They still support them. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't support them, silence is violence, bitch. So
members, do you know that the crisis in Russia may erupt into world war? Everybody is fearing because countries will come in to help Ukraine and it will end up collapsing into world war. Everybody is saying that in this side of Africa, that it may erupt into world war. Because Putin, the way is President Putin is putting over, is commanding each and everything. Everybody is fearing that any country which can come in to help Ukraine, it will be shooted down. Is there anybody who knows an idea about that?
Yeah, I actually reported on that day before yesterday that Russia military was shooting down every weapon, damn near every weapon. They already said that we know where you hide your weapons, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna blow them up, and this is why America keep pushing money out because they just blew up some more weapons the day before yesterday, and America Joe Biden just gave them some more money yesterday.
Yesterday I watched BBC News. I saw President Biden was talking about the crisis in Russia, that NATO has applied more forces, has applied more effort, has applied more support to Ukraine to fight over Russia. Is that true news or it is false?
No, that's true.
We're definitely doing that.
Yeah. Actually, 3 British soldiers just got killed in a bombing at one of NATO's spots, training facilities, close to Portland, 11 miles away from Portland. Yep. They are sending everybody out. I mean, it's a lot of people out there. I've been seeing reports of people actually leaving the war, fleeing the war. That was militias in these militia groups, or they was trying to be a part of their army. And they were saying that, they're sending us out there with no vest and no bullets, only 10 bullets and this and that. And it was another, that was a white dude. It was a Brazilian dude fleeing the war. He was saying that it's over. Like they took over everything. Like like it's over. They surrounded us, and it's not what the media is making it look like. On the ground, it's, what I'm saying, the Russians are taking over, and they giving people chances to fight or flee.
But the one thing I cannot fucking stand about this Ukraine-Russia thing is that this does. I'll say this again. I mean, I think I said this before. This is all one big fucking distraction. This couldn't be like a bigger consent. I mean, it's just distraction all around. It's just because the city of Damascus has been bombed during all this. Yemen is continuously being bombed during all this. How many countries are we currently bombing right the fuck now? And all I see is blue and yellow flags. Yeah, that's the only thing I say all around with these bitch ass niggas that don't know no Ukrainian history, don't know nothing about Ukraine, don't know a single word in Ukrainian, but yet they want to stand so cock strong for a country they know nothing about, nor the conflict that has led to this. Nothing. They have been bombing Donbass. 14,000 people killed. I didn't see one blue and yellow flag in 2014. Not one. But y'all bitch ass niggas want to stand up for Ukraine now? Because why? Because CNN told you to, bitch? Cuck? I hate you niggas. I cannot, man. Nobody knows nothing about history. See, before we were all scientists. We all knew what the vaccines were meant to do, and how we were, But now we're all historians. You know what I mean? Next, we're gonna be archaeologists. You know what I mean? Like, everybody on Twitter is like has these PhDs in everything now.
Oh my God.
Everybody knows everything now. I hate it here, bro. I do. I legitimately hate it here.
Now, my man, I gotta tell you though, do you not know that when you log on to Twitter, there's a little button that says you get your automatic PhD and everything? I mean, that's Twitter for you. So.
Fucking Jesus Christ, I hate you people. Not you people, but Jesus. Everybody is a professional. I love it here, and I hate it here at the same time.
I don't blame you, because we see how fast they took the Palestinian flags out of their bios and put them Ukrainian flags in. So that's when I seen that, I was like, and I know some of these Twitter accounts because I follow them. You know what I'm saying? I follow them. I'm like, hold on, man, you just had a like, do you know what that means? Like, you just did a whole fucking 360, dude. You are bowing down to white supremacy now. First, it was, if we was to stop. If we're gonna stop the shit that's happening to the Palestinians, then that means we're stopping America. We're stopping the U.S. government. We're stopping, you know what I'm saying, shit that's happening all over the world. If we can stop that war, you know what I'm saying, because there's so many hands on, so many people putting money in that shit, right? But these people just flip, and that shit just blows my mind that they don't see it. Like they don't see that. I don't know. Maybe they just, I don't know. Americans, some of these Americans, oh my God, man.
Unheard it. Unheard it.
What'd you say?
Yes, I don't know the person who caused this world, because the crisis of COVID-19 has just disappeared all over the world. Now, problem has been elapsing. Remember, in Afghanistan recently, people have been dying, have been shifted to countries, and they have become refugees. And you see Russians and Ukrainians are going to become refugees to other countries. Mm-hmm. Don't you know that the world is ending?
Yep, and you see America is letting Ukrainians in through the Mexico border, but when the Nigerians tried to do it, when the Nigerians tried to come through the Mexico border, they whipped their asses and sent them back. Like, come on now. Like you can say, oh, well, it's not about that, it's about this and that. Well, shit, that shit don't make me have any, like, that shit make me feel some type of way when I see my brothers and sisters getting whipped at the borders and yours getting, you know what I'm saying, getting welcome with fucking warm blankets and fucking some American McDonald's or some shit. Man, fuck y'all, bro.
Man, niggas need a Big Mac in the morning. You dig what I'm saying? Shit.
The black, the Wakanda. How is life?
I think it's pretty messed up that we would
something like 800 Haitians was just deported this week. God damn, last week.
Wait, what was that number again? Say it one more again.
Something like 800 somebody on YouTube just said something like 800 Haitians were just deported last week.
In 1 week, 800.
Shit, they fucking deported over 1 million in less than a year.
Members, I want to sleep. Let me go and sleep.
It's so fucked up that they fuck up. We fuck up. I'm gonna say we. I'm always say we, because until our tax dollars is not funding this capitalist machine anymore, I'm gonna continue to say we. We destroyed their fucking countries, and then when they come here looking like, okay, well, you took what I had, everything I had, I might as well just stay here. Oh no. Go back there. And then we bomb them.
Members, allow me to pass this advert to you people. Should I pass?
Mm-mm-mm.
The Wakanda, the Anihore, should I pass this advert to you?
No, but we burn their houses. We take all their livestock. We take all their resources, and then they come into the only house available. And then they say when we say no. I mean, I don't know another analogy that would be best suited for this. But
Shit,
this is
I got robbed.
This is fuck.
I got robbed. That's the only thing a nigga can say. I got robbed, and it was nothing else I can do. It was nothing I can do about it. They had a gun to my face. It was either my life
modern
or
day pirates, modern day Vikings. You know what I mean? What else you want to say about us, man?
Yep.
We are some bitch ass. We some bitches, bro. I
Yep.
can't with this motherfucking machine right here, bro.
and when other motherfuckers stand up. Now America going crazy. Now America is going crazy. Don't let this propaganda get to you. America is losing their motherfucking minds, dude. India, China, Russia, all these people talking about Saudi Arabia talking about accepting why. Like, come on, man. This shit. America is losing their fucking mind. They won't know what to do if everybody just shut down, stop taking the petrodollar, and they killed the fucking American dollar and start using they're gonna lose a lot of power. Putin just said yesterday that the American regime, their time running this shit is over. Their empire is over, and I really felt like that. Always felt like that. We always knew that the shit was gonna end. We just didn't know that we was gonna be the ones to do it ourselves. Because as far as I can see it, we have been putting ourselves in a position to get our ass slapped. You know what I'm saying? Because we all up in these people's faces, all up in their countries, taking everything. Like, man, what you think is gonna happen? You think everybody's gonna sit back and let this go on forever? It might happen. It might happen for 10 years. It might happen for 100 years, but it won't happen forever. These people are gonna say, "Hey, maybe we should do something about these people here." And this is how China is gonna destroy America without firing a single missile.
Good for them. Good for them. Because how have we been fighting wars? We've been sanctioning people. We have been placing embargoes on Cuba. We've been playing proxy warfare forever now, since we had the ability to. So when niggas fight back the same methods, and they're more advanced in those methods, we're fucked. And congratulations to those countries, man. I hope that they liberate themselves from our fucking vampiric fucking arm that we got all over them, because I am so sick of the reach that we have.
Yeah.
We don't deserve the reach.
Yeah.
We are literally a country
especially when we just misuse it. Like, it's good to have reach in other countries, but when you have the reach and you are using that reach to punch, then I think your hand should be chopped off, buddy, because that's fucked up, man. You punching these powerless countries to death. You know what I'm saying? Just leaving them in ruins. Like, dude, you don't understand the shit that we have done, man. Why do these motherfuckers, like, who's in the call in? This is Tyler. I got Kinko. I got Mecca. If anybody want to call in, go on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Unholy Rome. The E is a 3. You can just join my space. It's called Wake Up Everybody.
Oh, I forgot I was on the radio with you. I didn't forgot this was recording. I was about to say some wild ass shit I couldn't take back.
That shit is good.
I still am, bitch. Fuck all these. Fuck America. I hope this place burns to the fucking ground. Fuck this place. I ain't letting these niggas. I am not.
Shit, probably ain't nothing I ain't never said. Shit.
I hope this plays on Hot 97. Goddamn it! I don't care, yo. Get Ebro, whatever the fuck his name is, playing this bullshit. I hate this goddamn place.
Which I'm just happy because this L America is about to take is a W for a lot of fucking people, man. You You know, even if our lives change, man, we can save so many people's lives. You know what I'm saying? We can save so many, generations to people if America would just had if America had other superpowers surrounding them, putting them in check and telling them, no, motherfucker. You know, because not only do that means, you know what I'm saying, all that money that they was putting into wars is going to stop. You know, so all that money that they was putting in this and that, like it's gonna be some man, it's gonna be some political, you know what I'm saying, offense, I should say, unalivens in a little while. And dude, it's gonna be some real change. And overall, it's gonna take a minute for us to get back on our feet, but I don't think it's gonna take much because we have the people who talking about, oh, I want to run for this. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. Okay, we'll do it now. Do it now that you got, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Abdul. What's going on? Page look a little shaky, baby. You got one follower, man. What's going on with you, though?
Rome, I sent you that map that you were talking about earlier that had all the NATO positions around the globe, and it looked literally like all around the border of Russia. But I sent that to you, direct message or whatever it's called.
I don't know if y'all can see this. This is the maps of NATO around in Europe, man.
Now it's all like,
Well,
it just looks like it's they're just all around the border. You can see.
look, dude. Look. Them niggas is right there. Like, you know what this look like, dog? Holy fuck, this is scary.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being a small, if Russia wasn't so much of a big fucking landmass, man, they would have been evaded. And that's why I was talking about the other day. I believe America is trying to evade Russia. I really believe that. I don't think they're trying to play fair with them. We've been putting sanctions on them. We've been bullying Russia. Let's be real. And you have to look at history because Americans always repeat history. You always repeat history through our wars, through all the shit, either through religion or some fucking bullshit. We always repeat this shit, man. And all Russia is really trying to do is stop potential invasion, which look like it could happen with all them bases right there. Not only that, 800 military bases, but you got America on the other side of the coin crying about the Cuban crisis, a missile crisis. You know, okay, if it's fair for America to have that much power over there, then let Russia and China set up bases in Mexico. Why not? Let them set up in Cuba. Why not? Oh, these things are here. These are just biolabs. We're just trying to control diseases and learn what diseases come from. Yeah, this we're not making weapons. No, nothing like that. Even though we don't like you, even though we put sanctions on you, even though it's fucking common knowledge that we want some type of war with you, either a Cold War or a nuclear war. We want a war with you, but we're just setting up things to help your people. Yes, that's all we're doing. You're fucking right. Oh, okay, yes, I believe this. Thank you for setting up all these labs and your bases and putting your weapons here. The fuck? Good morning. Oh, Holly, where the fuck you go? Why you turned down? You got Ray in here? Hey, Ray. Jimmy. Jimmy, you share my shit so much on Facebook. They don't even show that shit no more, man.
I would like to tell you though, gentlemen, I will now it's late here. I want to listen to Voice 5 tonight right now because it's just one of those kind of type of days where you need some voice in your life. So yeah. Any carry on.
Something wrong with Holly phone or connection. Until then, we're gonna get ready in here. How you doing today?
Did you just ask how I was doing? Ooh.
Yep.
I'm hard of hearing y'all. I'm good. I mean, I came in kind of late, so I don't know what we were exactly talking about, but I would guess it has something to do with the whole no-fly zone. We're just okay with nuclear war now that I caught on to last night. That was crazy. I was like about to go to bed, and then everyone was just like, so we're okay with war, right? We're just fine with it. We're going to do that. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess. And I went my ass to bed because I was like, I can't explain to you why this would be a bad idea. I can't give you basic, hey, war, I thought we all agreed, is never going to look like how it did in World War I and World War II. We're too advanced now.
Yeah.
So we have to be actively anti-war if we don't want to, progress global extinction. But, that doesn't seem like my job. That doesn't seem like something I was equipped for at 3 a.m. when I saw it. So,
and the majority of people who are pro-war have never seen a fucking gun in their life. Like, let me tell you something. When I had a gun pointed at me, that was the most terrifying experience. Well, I don't think I could even go towards a more terrifying experience than when I had a gun pulled on me and got my money stolen. This is when I was 17 years old. And since then, I have been actively anti-war because I don't want anybody facing the PTSD that I currently have. But all these motherfuckers that want to type on their fucking cell phone keyboards, hey, no fly zone, hey, we need to get like all this bullshit. Like, go fuck yourself.
They think no fly zone means they're gonna put like a giant net in the sky, or like a sign that says don't fly here. That means shooting active warplanes out of the sky, and like we don't have
that's the Iron Dome 2.0
gunpowder in them anymore, y'all. Like that's not what is going on. Back then, if you were retaliating, that meant you was charging somebody with a knife at the end of your gun. We've changed a little bit. We've changed a little bit in what we can do and what will be done to us. And it's like, you don't even have to worry. Like, we don't have to go, okay, this is definitely going to lead to full-scale nuclear annihilation. Because I still have a little bit of hope that the leaders of these nations will be like, all right, we don't want to end the earth over this. But it's like Americans sitting there like, oh, well, we're ready. We're ready. Ready for what? It's not going to touch you. It's never been about you. This is about the countries that aren't in the middle of this imperialist regime in the biggest like nation in the world. Like, you in little suburbia are probably going to be fine. Everybody else though, like you're oh my God, what's the word? You're actively fighting for their death. And it's like, I don't give a shit about Ukraine and Russia specifically. It's just that war, when it comes to the United States, has never been contained to what the original quote unquote issue is. It's not going to stay there. It's never going to stay there. It's going to branch out to wherever they think they can get resources from. And they are going to cover it up with, oh, well, actually, they were allies with so-and-so, so by blah, 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 blah. Like, it's so mind-blowing to me that they don't know how this works yet. It's never, ever, ever going to stay on the original topic. If we open up and we go, you know what? Yeah, war for real, guys. We were joking about wanting peace. We actually just want more. Let's get started on it. That is going to be bad for everyone, every country that is stuck under the thumb of the oppressive. Oh my God!
But like I said, these people don't want They don't want their lives to change. They don't want, you know what I'm saying, China and Africa growing these relations and basically
And even,
blocking us
like-
out. They're gonna block us out. They're gonna get enough power. They're gonna build a wall and block us the fuck out with every fucking thing. They're already killing our dollar. Like somebody in the
And
comments
when
just
this
said
becomes
that
a war
India
on
just did a fucking
communism-
deal with Russia and paid in rubies.
Because I mean, I had an argument with someone the other day where they were like, "Oh, but America doesn't colonize anymore. Stop calling us colonizers." What? Okay, first of all, Hawaii, that never changed. That's still here. Panama, Cuba, like let's not be idiots. Let's not be stupid. You know, the whole map of the United States having places that don't even touch our country be considered our property. I don't understand how you're living your life so blissfully ignorant that you truly believe, like, oh, well, we colonized a little bit, but we're different now. We've changed. There are laws against it. No, there are not. You just don't know what that means because you taught it through our lens, through the Western lens.
Yeah, and that's
Okay, let me jump in for a hot minute. I just wanted to remind you also, you know, bombing Yugoslavia in the 90s and all that, and also very close to Russia's border,
Yeah.
in Georgia, they elected Shevardnadze, and they tried a coup there. They put in a guy, I forget his name, Jigashvili. I think Jigashvili is from Stalin, but anyway, they put in a guy, and he got out fast. But the good thing is, if you want to call it that, but anyway, Putin went in right away. And John McCain flew over there and said, "We're all Georgians today." That time he didn't give out cookies, but yeah, he was there. Just throwing it in.
okay.
How you feeling today, Holly? You all right, Holly?
Okay, what were you asking?
Is you all right?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
that's about it.
all right. I'm checking on you. I need to start checking on you more. I'm a bad friend.
All right.
But yeah, and I remember, like who was it that stepped down and put Putin in power? I could like this was the Democrats. Was it the Republicans or Democrats that did this? I know it was a coup. They put somebody up. Somebody stepped down and put Putin in power. But this Putin is America's supposed to have been one of America's puppets. I remember that. But
Oh,
he
that's
just
what I was.
he just
Who was
went
it
like
that said
AWOL.
it? It was the black commie therapist. What you were saying about people being pro-war who've never even like seen a gun, let alone war.
I am 100. That's what it is. Like people on war only play Call of Duty. They don't know what war. They don't know what warfare is. They don't know what the ghetto is.
That's what's blowing me, because I'm like, if you've grown up anywhere near this, anywhere near it, you know what it looks like. And it's like, I mean, within the culture, you nostalgic isn't the word, but you know, we'll talk about it as if it's like, oh, that was just what it was, and oh, you know how it is, and that's what it was. But like, there's a reason people are actively trying to get out for their whole lives, and some never make it out, but they're always trying. Like, you're calling for something, and you couldn't even handle like a day in the hood. Let's find your local black neighborhood.
These motherfuckers can't even
find a
take
project
people
and go in
disagreeing with them. They can't even take people disagreeing with them on the internet. They're not coming.
Like-
They're not coming out here, man.
Because I'm like, you
Yes, I am.
didn't have to grow up with this. You didn't have to be a child in it. You don't know what you're asking for, because that's what America's waging. America has been waging war on the black people for years, and it never stopped. They have been fighting this war ever since we had the audacity to claim freedom. Like, and you're then telling us what it is. Oh, you're just not loyal to your country. What are we supposed to do? Just sit back and stop pretending we have any sort of moral compass in this. It's not what's going on. The country that told you they didn't have enough money to forgive your medical debt or your student loans after like most of the population was experiencing the worst mental health, physical health crisis in history, like topping any plague, topping any war. The same government that said we can't help you just dropped $14 billion on a country that's not even protected by our I can't explain to you this weird Stockholm syndrome that the people here have for a government that does not give a single fuck about them. Zero. You are being loyal to your own demise. You are fighting for your own death, and either at the hands of class war or major war. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. There is no other route to ending this than there is of Black liberation and communism being implemented. Those are the only ways. That's why it's so serious. Like, there's just no other route. There isn't. I can't sugarcoat it for anybody. Like that okay, do whatever you want, but it's literally this or death. I don't know how to break that down for you or make it easy to swallow. You know, come on, we're big kids. Let's go.
Yeah, and I will say though too is that the education system we have is by design. All the stuff that we've been taught as kids, that's actual American propaganda at its finest. You know what I mean? So like when we say people don't understand what's going on with certain things in this world, that's due to our American education system unwilling to actually provide information that we did these fucking atrocities, right? From the genocide of Native Americans to the enslavement of Black people and then selling them off. Like that shit, we did that shit here. And people keep having excuses like, oh, hey, no, these other countries did it, you know, too. So I'm going to blame them. Yeah, of course, but we have to have a reckoning here at home on the stuff you've done for over centuries. You know what I mean? And we
still sell people. We have one of the largest fucking population of slaves here. Like,
right?
Yeah.
I was talking to my boyfriend the other day because we're both like so in there. This started because somebody captured a person and sold a person, and they knew it was. That's what gets me messed up. There's this weird narrative that like, oh well, they saw Black people as animals. No, they didn't. They saw a man who they knew was a man, and they took him, and they did that horrible, inhuman stuff to him, and then they told everyone, oh, it's okay because he's not a person. And because one person didn't want to untell them that he wasn't a person, we are where we are today. It humanized it to such a level for me. Like I was like, it's that simple. There is no grand, broader scheme. It's literally, they knew that those were people. They were fully aware those were human beings. And they still decided to take them and use our children as alligator bait and skin us and use our hair and teeth in interior design and put us on breeding farms. Like they knew what they were doing. Maybe afterwards, generation after generation after generation, because there was a lot of time for kids to have kids. Maybe after a while, they started to truly think, oh, this isn't a person. They started making scientific discoveries. Oh, the bones are different. So really, we're not even the same species. But those first group of people, they knew. They knew that was a human being. They knew it was people. And they just lied to themselves. And now we are where we are today, which is why I have a little bit of a hard time brushing it off as like, oh, well, other countries did it and other this, that, and da. Black people are the only race of people that experienced slavery in a way that it was purely racially motivated. It's really disingenuous to just pretend it was like, especially when you're bringing up like indentured slaves or I mean,
Shackleton slavery.
indigenous people did face slavery
Mhm.
solely on the basis of being indigenous as well. But
And just to jump beside that, if you dig far enough and you really look critically enough, you can actually say that the entire idea of race and whiteness comes directly as a result of the fucking transatlantic slave trade. Like the United States, in a lot of ways, literally invented racism in the way that we see it today. Because you look back in Europe, we had the Moors in Europe, we had black people existing in other parts of the world. But once these motherfuckers started systematizing it and saying, hey, this is really a thing that we can do. And if we believe it hard enough and we enforce it hard enough with violence, it becomes a thing. And the rest of the world just jumped on board. We like to talk about, the Holocaust was really terrible, and it was really fucking terrible. But let's talk about who Hitler, based the fucking Third Reich on.
Yeah.
It was the United fucking States.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Right,
recommend
And I always say that, always remind people why, when they, like, people on the streets who, like, apolitical, they're like, why are we teaming up with Nazis? Like, that's our kid. That's what we gave birth to. You know what I'm saying? When we was killing slaving your grandparents, your great-grandparents and whatnot, that's what gave birth to it. You know what I'm saying? Them killing the indigenous, them doing what they did to the Africans, and they took that ideology, put it to their own shit, gave it a twist and gave it a go. And America seeing that was like, well, shit, these are our closest allies. Actually, this is my son.
And that's one of the reasons we didn't invade. I don't think that the U.S. would have gotten involved and joined the war if fucking Japan didn't jump in Pearl Harbor, honestly. Because the Nazi population was so crazy down here to begin with. Like, come on. We're funding no.
They either fund them or when they get caught up, they bring them over here and give them a job in the government. Act like nothing never happened.
I fully believe also with this call for war that's happening. And obviously there's always going to be some secret. It's not ever really a secret. We just willfully ignore it. Some secret agenda. For the oh no, we're just trying to defend Ukraine. No, you're not. But we've all seen, and people have said it. We've all seen, there is a shift in class consciousness as of late. The pandemic being the main driving force behind that. But obviously, the Great Resignation and, other countries that are striking and they're standing up and they're saying, we can't do this. Something has to change. I strongly believe there's no reason this couldn't devolve into a war on communism in the way that even I encourage you to look up just anything. Look up anything on North Korea that isn't told to you through a Western lens. Because I think I'm so immune to propaganda all the time. And then I sat down and the account End Sanctions, Issa, she's amazing. I encourage everyone to follow. She has a thread on North Korea and the way it operates and how the West has completely just twisted the inner workings of that country as a way to demonize communism in and of it. It's not perfect, but what I was being told, which was I heard, Kim Jong ate his cousin so that he kills women's babies and he makes them dance fast. They try to escape, they shoot them down, and you'll see videos of first of all, I didn't realize how much of that was racial stereotyping till took a second that someone repeated back to me. And I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. They were real he's eating animals and his fellow men. Whoa, that's probably not true. You're right.
But you are
so
right.
willing to accept that.
You are right about there is a fight on communism. Just for the simple fact that NATO still has a presence in this world is the proof that there is a fight on communism. There will always be a fight on socialism. There will always be a fight.
Even did you know that South Korea pays people to defect from North Korea, and then when they get there, especially the women, they have the largest human trafficking rate once they get to South Korea because they're put in little unlearning facilities You have to unlearn everything North Korea taught you. And then a lot of them want to go back home and they just go mysteriously missing when they try to go back. Like they just poof away and no one knows where they go until their bodies are found later. But I've never heard anything like that. I didn't know there were quote unquote unlearning facilities and this process of integration back to society.
But
And
guess who's helping?
the
Guess who's helping
perspective.
South? Guess who's helping South Korea do that type of shit? Just one guess.
I missed the beginning of that.
No, I said, guess who's helping South Korea do that type of shit?
Oh, America. Of course. Once again,
Oh man, why the fuck are we over there?
They're like, they look in America and they go, wow, we got to do that. Whatever they did to do that so efficiently, we have to figure that out for ourselves. Because it's just, I don't know. Just if you get the chance, I want you to try to find the thread. Because I was like, oh, I'm immune to propaganda. I know everything. And then you realize how much of it really is just ingrained in you that you don't even know it's propaganda because you didn't second guess it. It felt just like fact.
And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, that when we have the debate with the so-called liberals or the conservatives, and they cite like MSNBC or Fox News as actual fact-checking organizations, well, I will say both of them wrong because they're both being fed by the same spoon in terms of propaganda across the board. Because like we do have a very strong, well-funded media sector in which we are not getting fully informed. We're just being spoon-fed nice little stories here and there about how great our capitalist system is for like these wonderful like feel good stories, but they're always being go to like, oh hey, here's a sad tragic happening in the world. Why not we wink at the audience and say, let's go and try to debate this one place, just for funsies. But again, like we have this innate problem across the board where we are not willing to be honest with ourselves, but also be honest with others around us. That if you keep reading the propaganda, that you'll be beholden to the same narratives that they are echoing, and that's something that we need to also work on here, is to deprogram a lot of people's like mentality about how we see the world, because we can't see the world through just one lens. We just can't. There are multiple multifaceted histories that we need to understand fully, and if we don't understand our history or the things happening before us, we're not going to get the complete full picture of the things that went down.
Oh yeah. See, what's going on is, like they say, like all these corporations that's funding these wars, like it's about to be a lot of power. A lot of power is about to be stripped away from people, man. Like in this war, they are fighting for oil, they're fighting for land, they're fighting for a whole bunch of shit, man. They're not fighting for us though. But this is going to take a hit on a lot of American corporations and a lot of people who hold power here in America. Well, they are scared overall because they run America. They are the ones who write these laws and whatnot, and they are the ones who's going to take these hits. But at the same time, like this is what I always say, it's a good thing. It's always like it's a reason to go to war. You know what I'm saying? It's a time for love, it's a time for hate, it's a time for peace, and it's time for war. And like we have been seeing that they have been egging on war for shit 200 and something fucking years now. We only been out of war 17 years our whole fucking life.
We have never not been in a war as this country.
Yeah, so yeah. America is finally getting what they asked for. You know what I'm saying? They are finally getting what they asked for. These corporations are going to take a big hit, and it's going to leave us with a lot of more legal room, negotiation room. A lot of these people are going to be gone, man. They're going to lose a lot of power. They're going to try to escape. They're trying to put their money into crypto, put their money into this, put their money into that, because with the American dollar falling, yeah, they better do something, because we're not going to be hit. We're going to survive the recessions, because we lived through them. We are born in recessions. We're gonna survive, but them people they're gonna lose a lot of negotiation skills. I mean, a lot of negotiation power, and it's gonna be a good thing for the citizens overall. You know, especially if y'all motherfuckers trying to get in and actually fight. Now you don't have all these. You know what I'm saying? You don't have Chevron or fucking Blackwater controlling what you can and can't do or say.
It sounds awful and like morbid every time I bring it up, but I don't think we're going to see any change while there's still like 100% anti-violence push. Just because, like, I don't know. Do y'all think it's going to change? We're going to change an imperious overlord, with like petitions and like Twitter hashtags. I'm not saying bomb the White House. That's not. No one said that. It's just like you have people who are still pushing like, oh, you know, we need absolutely no guns, and we need to. Oh, looting.
People are
First of
fed.
all, how is looting even your concern when people are like, hey, please stop killing us. Please stop. Please stop killing us for being black and for being poor and for not being a rich white man to stop, you know? And you're like, they're going to listen? You need to have not smashed the window of that Popeyes. The priorities are so skewed incredibly. And I'm like, that's a lie. Y'all have been told where change comes from hand. That we need those displays. We do. We need those nonviolent, very peaceful displays, and you know those statements that people make where they're like, "I'm gonna sit here until yada 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 yada," and it makes a big deal in 80 days. We need those. We do. But if you think we have ever gotten any change for ourselves, any long, none of them are long lasting, but any that tries to at least appear long lasting. You think we got any of those without people getting hurt?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, there's a time for war, and it's, you know what I'm saying. It's time for peace, it's time for war, and you know we do need non-violent people out here. You know what I'm saying, voicing their opinions on statements. We're not saying you can't do that, but what we also need is an eye for an eye, and when one of us falls, two of them should fall. You know, because we outnumber them. We outnumber them, you know, and a lot of us can fall, but too many of them can't.
At the end of the day, I think there needs to be a look, like people who are activists today are very, very, very focused on cause, which is great. It's good to read. It's good to, you know, but,
hold on, Reddy, your phone breaking up.
Damn, that's crazy. Is it better now?
Yep, that's better.
Okay. I was saying at the end of the day, I think we need to take a look back at movements and see like you didn't have to say it in the most scholarly way possible. There are people who just went out in the street and they got and they was like putting out those emotional words that like connected people like empath level so that they would want to join it. And then you had the people did their big displays, did their piece stuff, and that can. I think we need to look back and bring a little bit of that back. Too much of the activism we focus out, and too much of the steps to, quote unquote, steps towards revolution are focused like the internet aspect, which is an amazing tool. It's crazy that we can get our message out there. But there still do need to be the people who are talking in their community.
You gotta make your community. You gotta make your community a stronghold. Make your community a stronghold. That way, no matter what happens, you get kicked off this platform, that platform. You still got people out here pushing your word. You still got a foundation to fall on. But when you do top, a lot of people, Americans are just so used to just trickle down economics. They apply it to everything, everyday lives, and things in their everyday lives. They just do trickle down economics. They think it's gonna work. They think that we're gonna just get a president and just get everything that we ever wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna pass this and pass that. They think trickle down economics really work. We are really brainwashed on that shit. But everything starts from the ground up. And if you don't at least build both at the same time, then it's gonna be a hard drop from the bottom. I mean from the top, and you're gonna feel it. Yeah. So I mean it's easy for us to sit here and say this and that and blah blah blah. We're not doing everything. Even with the little shit I do, like I'm not doing every damn thing, but enough of us get our hands on something, then we all be doing enough. We be doing just enough. You know what I'm saying?
I think people just need to get out of the idea that we're like telling people about what we want way down the future, and instead start at it like we're telling people about you. Like you are aiding in the process of getting inspiration and bringing class revolution. Like you should feel like that's something that's a goal and not something that should be. Yeah, I feel like should be. And then people be willing to help out because feel sorry about that. I'm sick.
Oh man,
they would think,
don't
this is something I'm fighting, not something that would be nice for my kids. That it makes it very easy to say.
I mean, yeah, but we always got to remind ourselves, we're not fighting for us. None of this is for us. The things that we do isn't for us. We get, good jobs for our families to help take care of, whatever. Put this shit in place for the next generations. If you got kids to look after, But everything that we are doing, everything that we are leaving behind, everything that we are building is not for us. We have to make sure everything is in place. Everything is up to date for the next generations to be able to not only take over, but live a good life. Do you really want your people, your kids, your grandkids working to their 70 like you have? No, we have to do better than that. We have to, get a better housing plan, rent control if we can. We have to do better. And we have to remind ourselves that life isn't about you. And sometimes your death can be the biggest part of your life, depending on what you leave behind.
Oh, I'm not sure. From earlier when someone brought up that we still, someone brought up that we still need the scholars, people who speak and they share their stuff. Whatever you're doing, just know that change is going to come about as your life. That's the goal. They're not going to until they feel you mirrored back at.
Your phone breaking up again. Oh my God.
Boycotting or stuff like is useless. It definitely is useful. Anything uncomfortable is useful.
Let's get how do I pronounce your name? Elgina? Elgita? Well, you motherfucker, you with the tattoo on your fucking neck.
Hello, my friend.
What's going on?
How are you, guys?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, I'm good, yeah. Where are you from?
Detroit.
Where are you from?
Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's cold. It's so cold in the D, man. Where you from? What's on your mind, man?
Sorry?
I said, what's on your mind? Oh,
I can't hear clearly.
I said, what's on your mind? What's going on? What you want to talk about?
My mom? You say my mom?
What's on your mind? What you thinking
Yes,
about? What you want to talk about?
Okay.
Nigga, I'm removing your ass. Come on, man. I'm gonna follow you, man. We're gonna I see you follow me. I'm gonna follow you back, and we're gonna learn how to we're gonna do a little English class so we can understand each other better. I don't talk good English neither, but at least we'll be able to understand each other a little better. Let's see.
That profile looking a little bit sketchy though.
I was like, I don't know what to call this bot. Your voice.
Yeah, I mean, because he got multiple pictures of themselves, different pictures. I'm like, okay, and he a handsome dude though, you know. But I don't know. It just looked like I don't know. You never know, man. Because I remember when I first got on Twitter, I didn't even know what fucking space to go to. So I was my page looked just like this.
Fair enough. I gotta go work for NASA, so y'all take it easy.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
You
stay
said
safe
work for
there.
NASA. Let me find out.
Yeah, I got a white boss, man. You hate to see it.
But
we feel.
Yeah. But man, oh man. There's about to be some change going on, y'all. But this is one of the reasons why they have been blocking us from, other channels. They can call it what they want, man. But it's censorship, and they don't want to see in both sides. They don't want to see in the full truth, even if what they are saying, we had killed certain Russians and we shot down this plane. Okay, well, how many did Russia shoot down? Like, I want to see both sides. I want to know, and that's dangerous. That's really dangerous that they have the power to do some shit like that. We are grown here, man. If you're not grown, you should have control over what your kids watch. If they, if they not if they watch anything that you don't like, then put a fucking block on it. But we are grown enough to sit here and say, okay, well, this is bullshit or not. But I see, hey, I guess not, because look, you motherfuckers still falling for the okie doke with Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah, I will say that the way they custody came together, all the satellite companies, all the cable companies, like fuck RT, we're moving RT off from our programming. Says a lot about them.
Yeah,
I don't think they're willing to actually have a counter narrative to the propaganda that goes on.
Hell no. Think about seeing all them fucking This is what turned a lot of people off. I remember I saw tons of fucking black people talking about, oh shit, Russia is fucking up Ukraine, blah, blah, blah. Then as soon as it came out that the Ukrainian government was actually arming Nazis and had Nazis in their ranks, motherfuckers like, oh shit, oh, never mind. And they seen that drop. I seen the drop of support when all those fucking Nazi flags, the Black Sun, all those fucking patches, those Velcro patches that they had on every fucking soldier that you took a picture of, you can't even get a good picture. Like, you know what? Let's try to control this narrative as best as we can. Let's take out RT. Let's take out this motherfucker, Chris Hedges. Let's take out all these motherfuckers. Yeah, they troublemakers. Take out all these motherfuckers. And, you know what I'm saying? We're going to try to control what's being said, but they can't do, man, the world, it's too much technology. Even if they was, like, some of you motherfuckers are just, you're not dumb, you're just too lazy to go out there. You know what I'm saying? To actually get the truth, to actually do research for yourself. You waiting for fucking CNN. You waiting, or you too tired to look it up. Sometimes shit is tiring. You know, you got to go through here and there, but the information is out there and people are spreading it. You can't stop it. I'm seeing shit from both sides on the ground. People think that Ukraine is winning this war. People really wholeheartedly believe that they can win a war against Russia, next door to Russia. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. And when these people are going to be broken, man, they're going to be broken. They're going to hate Putin and Russians their whole lives. When the truth comes out that Russia is actually winning this war, he already won and he had assassinated blah blah blah, and this is over with, they're going to be crushed because they actually believe that they are winning a war against Russia. At the same time, sending out billions of dollars in aid, lethal aid, to them to give them help. If they had it, they shouldn't need help. They don't have it. We don't have it. And we see, not only are we fighting the war with the Russians, we are fighting a war over the dollar. We are getting killed all over. They blowing up our weapons. We just sold so many weapons to Saudi Arabia that they can fucking hit us. And what they do? They flipped on their ass. And they went with China and they went with Russia. Everybody is turning. We're fighting all types of wars. It's not just Ukraine. And they're trying to keep you guys glued on the Ukraine story, but it's a lot of shit. The US dollar is dying, not dropping in value like it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. No. When Canada dollar became more than ours. No, nothing like that. I mean, dying. Like, imagine you having $10 billion and it's not worth shit. Imagine that. So they are fighting wars, not only, you know what I'm saying, in Ukraine, but to keep the stronghold against the world with white supremacy, this oil and whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and that right there is like there's so much to like for people to understand that we are losing the battle as we speak, and yet you see they're ramping up the narrative and the propaganda. Like, no, let's go off and go and try to promote this no fly zone thing. But people don't seem to realize that if you do the no fly zone thing, like the Ukrainian leader wants, then you're escalating to an actual full-out scale war, and that means a lot of people will be dying on many sides. So,
and they don't think that we're not going to get hit. They don't think we're not going to get hit. No. You actually believe that? Like, come on, man.
If you were to explain it as America is now going to be shooting Russian planes out of the sky over another country, where that is 3 or 4 countries actively intertangled in that's really just debate. That's all you need to declare war. Like, you see, it's literally going join the war. That's what it is. Stop calling it the no. And also, as a media outlet, when you're picking people to say, I feel like not speaking in layman's terms is so dishonest, because you're saying no fly zone, knowing damn well you think that means, oh, we're just going to tell them not to fight it. We're just going to somehow stop that.
Yes, like, they too uneducated.
Say that and then explain what that means. We're going to shoot Russian planes out of the sky over Ukraine.
Yeah, it's just a propagation, you know. Like I like that's the problem we have, is that we have people so believing, and this will be a solution to stop the quote unquote invasion by Russia, but that doesn't really stop anything. Right now, Russia and many other countries are trying to have negotiations with Ukraine, and the only fucking country that's been vetoing that for a very long time now has been the United States. They're the ones not willing to do the peace talks and ensure that peace talks are going to be the prevailing outcome to have a ceasefire. So it just does show that they only care about one thing, is ramping up the war narrative and not ensuring that there's peace and to an end to the escalation to the conflict in Ukraine. So that there is an ulterior motive by the United States to say, let's keep this thing going, because it's making them money across the board. Like, we're not gonna lie here. They're making money off this one crisis, and they're milking it for all their worth, and to ensure that we get life into another quagmire. That's why I felt like what's gonna happen. But even if they do promote to keep on wrapping up the narrative no-fly zone, then they're the ones culpable of giving us a World War III. Well, let's be real. They've been the ones that are going to be starting this shit, because we can only do so much to tell the truth to people, but at the end of the day, like, you know, we got to hold our own government and our own media accountable for their ability in this whole thing, because they're the ones that they're telling people, hey, let's get into another conflict, and we should be raising a voice to say, no, we shouldn't. This is not our fight, and we should stay out of it, and then promote the actual peace talks that many countries want, is to end the conflict. So if many countries across the world want to get in negotiations with Russia, say let's end this conflict, then we should be doing that. But us in the United States, we just don't want to do it, because we're just arrogant fucking assholes who want to do anything we want. You know what I mean?
Motherfuckers want to keep that power, man. People really don't want their lives to change, man. Like, they want to hold on to the little power that they do have, they like, there's a lot of poor people thinking that their lives are going to change. No. Your life is going to be the same. You're still going to be poor. You're still going to die poor. It's the Wall Street people lives that's going to change. Their pocketbook is going to change. This is why they want you out there to fight these wars. This is why they want you to go out there, like, even though it's their money, it's their businesses, whatever the fuck, is these corporations putting this money into certain things to make shit go certain ways. Even though it's their shit, it's their fault, they still want you to go out there and fight for them. We gotta stop killing for other people money, man. And other people oils. Like, holy fuck. Is that all you're worth? Being a pawn in somebody's game? Like, this is fucking crazy. It's insane. I should have to ask, what the fuck is wrong with you? Man. And I know people go to the military, go to the free school and the Camaro. But some things ain't worth it, man. Some things ain't worth it. If you got a militant mindset, then fuck it. Flip your community. Make an army in your own community. Don't join these motherfuckers, bro, because they're against us too. And guess what? When you done killing and robbing for them, when you done raping them brown lands, your ass gonna be on the freeway talking about homeless veteran. And niggas gonna be like this.
Yeah, that's what I always be saying, you know, like every time I come up here and then have a space is like, be your own leader in the area that you live in, because it takes a strong person to be outspoken and call out the things that need to be called out. Because at the end of the day, people need to see what the problems are, even in your own community, and be like, no, we need to change the way we humanize our society. Because we've been so conditioned to be dehumanizing to one another, saying, hey, my money is more valuable than you, which is fucking insane. We value people's notoriety of having wealth more than valuing someone's actual skills or their love for as a human being. That's gone out the window. And so this is the fight of actually ensuring that we need to win back our humanity. And a lot of it really does come down to you willing to be upfront and honest about what the world is about around you. So my best course of action is to tell people, hey, look, let me try to teach you guys something that I know, that I've learned over the years, and in return, spread that knowledge to other people, and let's ensure that there's an actual collective community willing to fight the fight, instead of being divided over by class, or by race, by sex or gender. We have to go back and tell people that our humanity matters, our labor matters.
I wanted to actually play this. I'm gonna play this speech from the God himself, motherfucker, Mr. Malcolm X, because he was like, this is one of my favorite speeches. I have read the speech, I listened to it. This is one of the speeches that really got me, on some like, yeah. And he was saying this like when my mother was a child. I think before, actually, this came out when my mother was first born. Like, holy fuck. But it still ring bells. This is the Ballad of the Bullet. He might take some shots at a couple of you guys as leaders. You know what I'm saying? A couple of black leaders, or one or two, but just hear him out.
Another part of the town. So we're trapped, double trapped, triple trapped. Anywhere we go, we find that we're trapped. And every kind of solution that someone comes up with is just another trap. But the political and economic philosophy of black nationalism, shows our people the importance of setting up these little stores and developing them and expanding them into larger operations. Woolworth didn't start out big like they are today. They started out with a dime store and expanded and expanded and expanded until today they're all over the country and all over the world, and they're getting some of everybody's money. Now this, what you and I in General Motors, the same way, didn't start out like it is. It started out just a little rat race type operation. And it expanded and expanded until today it's where it is right now. And you and I have to make a start. And the best place to start is right in the community where we live. So our people not only have to be re-educated to the importance of supporting black business, but the black man himself has to be made aware of the importance of going into business. And once you and I go into business, we own and operate at least the businesses in our community. What we will be doing is developing a situation wherein we will actually be able to create employment for the people in the community. And once you can create some employment in the community where you live, it will eliminate the necessity of you and me having to act ignorantly and disgracefully, boycotting and picketing some cracker someplace else, trying to beg him for a job. Anytime you have to rely upon your enemy for a job, you're in bad shape. When he is your enemy, anytime, you wouldn't be in this country if some enemy hadn't kidnapped you and brought you here. On the other hand, some of you think you came here on the Mayflower. So as you can see, brothers and sisters, today, this afternoon, it's not our intention to discuss religion. We're going to forget religion. If we bring up religion, we'll be in an argument. And the best way to keep away from arguments and differences, as I said earlier, put your religion at home, in the closet. Keep it between you and your God. Because if it hasn't done anything more for you than it has, you need to forget it anyway. Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or a nationalist, we all have the same problem. They don't hang you because you're a Baptist, they hang you because you're black. They don't attack me because I'm a Muslim, they attack me because I'm black. They attack all of us for the same reason. All of us catch hell from the same enemy. We're all in the same. The government has failed. They don't attack me because I'm a Muslim, they attack me because I'm black. They attack all of us for the same reason. All of us catch hell from the same enemy. We're all in the same bag, in the same boat. We suffer political oppression, economic exploitation, and social degradation. All of them from the same enemy. The government has failed us. You can't deny that. Anytime you live in the 20th century, 1964, and you walking around here singing, "We shall overcome," the government has failed. This is part of what's wrong with you. You do too much singing. Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging. You can't sing up on freedom, but you can swing up on some freedom. Cassius Clay can sing, but singing didn't help him to become the heavyweight champion of the world. Swinging helped him. So this government has failed us. The government itself has failed us. And the white liberals who have been posing as our friends have failed us. And once we see that all these other sources to which we've turned have failed, we stop turning to them and turn to ourselves. We need a self-help program, a do-it-yourself philosophy, a do-it-right-now philosophy. It's already too late philosophy. This is what you and I need to get with. And the only way we're going to solve our problem is with a self-help program. Before we can get a self-help program started, we have to have a self-help philosophy. Black nationalism is a self-help philosophy. What's so good about it, you can stay right in the church where you are and still take black nationalism as your philosophy. You can stay in any kind of civic organization that you belong to and still take black nationalism as your philosophy. You can be an atheist and still take black nationalism as your philosophy. This is a philosophy that eliminates the necessity for division and argument. Because if you're black, you should be thinking black. And if you're black and you're not thinking black at this late date, well, I'm sorry for you.
I know everybody probably like, black nationalism, what the fuck? But yes, that's what he was reaching for, especially in those fucking times. You did not want your enemies negotiating for you. And a part of the problem This is the part of the problem. We don't even negotiate. We just sing to our oppressors. And he said in 1964, if you are singing, we shall overcome. Your government has failed you. Your government has failed you. What's the year? 2022? Ain't you guys still singing for civil rights?
Yeah, there's a lot that has not changed in the last, 50 plus years since Malcolm X's death, and we're still having the same fucking problems over and over again. So it just shows clearly that people are still unwilling to bend and learn something so substantial as in liberation, not just for Black people, but for all races too as well. Because at the end of the day, like we need true solidarity from this whole like fucking hellscape.
Yeah.
And we need to make that.
I see like somebody in the comments saying like a lot of people get Black nationalism confused. Like, look, we need to. What you think I'm doing? Like, okay, I am a communist overall. We need socialism. We need communism, but I still need I need my stronghold in the Black community I am in. So I'm going to build, you know what I'm saying, organizations, create jobs, you know what I'm saying, community gardens, so where we don't have to depend on the government that's against us.
Right.
As a Black community, because we know, like, we have to take our own powers back. That way we can go to any negotiation table and say, look, these are our people. You know what I'm saying? They don't move without us. So get something done, or we holding them back. We telling them not to do whatever. But you got to have a stronghold in your own community. You got to have, you got to be able to pass the laws in your own community. If you talking about power, if you talking about, you know what I'm saying, doing something good for your communities, you can't just sit here and like I said, people are so used to that trickle down economic shit that they think everything is like that. It's not. It's not.
I know that Professor Flowers talked about Black nationalism and everybody blew up like not even too long ago, but no one was actually listening. And I don't know if you remember that happening, but it just reminded me. Sorry, it just reminded me of all that. You know, it was completed.
People just don't want
unfairly.
People are afraid of Black people actually getting power because they think a lot of people think. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of Black people do want revenge. Straight up, a lot of Black people do want revenge. What it is, but that's not the majority. A lot of Black people just want their own power to be able to do what they will. You know what I'm saying? We want to have our own shit, man. And we're not talking about segregation. We're not talking about segregation, but we do need to separate ourselves. We need to separate ourselves, especially the indigenous from these hellscape, this capitalist. You know what I'm saying? We need to get these people out of here, bro, and give the people, the proletarian, the control of this land. You know what I'm saying? Some say so on what actually goes on. If not, then we're going to be dealing with these capitalists our whole fucking lives. We're going to be dealing with the 1 or 2 man or the 15 people that control 85% of America's wealth. America has to be broken up. We need to get land back to the natives, to the Mexicans, Latinos. We got to give land back. If we can't do a deal with Africa to give every Black person 40 acres and a mule, then we got to do something here. But that land is going to come with control. It's going to come with power. But we need that. We really need control of our own land. Because what happens when you don't? They pass bills and they throw toxic water in your waste. Flint happens. Florida happens. Texas happens. Detroit happens. This is what happens when you don't have control over your own fucking lands. You don't have say-so. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. People just I swear, we are only seeing it because this is what they want us to see. They want us to see people actually pushing against black power, pushing against brown power, pushing against, people actually having control. They want that white power, man. And no matter how they look at it, no matter how they see it and try to twist it, why are you fighting against us getting power? We're not going after you. We're not saying, oh, we're gonna get all black people together and wipe out all these whites. Motherfuckers just want to be left alone. And y'all won't even do that? I don't know. Yeah, we can't rely on this government. We never could rely on this government, ever. Not one time. Not one time we can rely on this government that I can remember. Like I told you guys, they literally pay people to give them the data of what we need just for them to say, okay, well, this is all what they need. Okay, let's stick with this, let's stick with this, let's stick with that, and that'll do. And you would think motherfuckers would go crazy, but nope. Y'all just let it be and just hang on by a thread, paycheck to paycheck. So fuck the government. We can govern ourselves, but we're gonna have to separate. I'm sorry. Some of you people are full of hate. Some of you people don't like black people at all, no matter how many smiles how many smiling waves. I know you don't want me moving next door. So don't come in my motherfucker. Don't gentrify my neighborhood. I won't gentrify yours if we feel like that. Some people are gonna have to separate the Trump supporters from the Bernies or whatever the fuck. Some people, that's just common, bro. We're gonna have to separate, and then we come together with negotiations. That's how we really, you know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna have to move together. We're gonna be on the same landmass and whatnot, but we're gonna have control of our own governments. I mean, our own districts and whatnot. We're gonna have to come together like that. But as far as everybody just bouncing all around, that's why you got everybody gunning at each other and shit like that. People don't like each other, man. People don't like each other. Like, I'm sorry. It's just it's some black people that don't like white people. Some white people that don't like black people. Some brown people that don't like brown people. Straight the fuck up. Straight the fuck up. And hey, you motherfuckers already tribal as it is. You tribal about everything else except for when black people want their own land and we want to give land back.
Yeah, for sure. And that fuck. Me as a Native American, I'm gonna tell you straight, man. Like, yeah, I would like to have my own ownership of my own land back, because like the imperialists / the fucking people that came here and stormed our country, or just stormed our land. They took it away from us as from Native people. These colonizers did not seem to realize that they're the bad guys, right? Because they're taking away something that's so sacred from us, the land. And now they're destroying this land and propping off them, and they're not willing to give us the land back after almost over a century of atrocities against our own people. So it does behoove a lot of people to actually keep fighting for indigenous rights too as well. Because I hate to see people like discount also Native Americans as well. We're still struggling the same fight across the board. We don't own, like, I live on federal property and land, but like I don't own my home. I don't really own this land. Like, what the fuck? Like, this should be inherently given back to me as an inherent right, as a sovereign citizen of this earth. That this land should belong to me, really, no question. But we allow the powers to be to basically be like, oh, hey, now you have to pay us a little charging rent fee to just live in a space, and if you don't give us the money, then go fuck off. You go die of full. You know, so that's not fair. We live in this kind of like heartless society where we're still devaluing the work for people, even as Native Americans.
This is so crazy, bro. Like Bill Gates owns 75% of our farming land. 75% of our farming land. Y'all don't think that's crazy? Y'all don't look at that like red flag, y'all nothing ticks off your spidey senses. You don't have nothing.
I'm just like, fucking Bill Gates owns a percentage of our land, and people are like, oh yeah, that's fine. No, it's not. Like, what the fuck?
So the dude who believe in population control and there's so many humans own our farming land.
I was thinking about that earlier. It's just like how so much land is owned by so few at the top that in deconstructing America, like you obviously have to deconstruct capitalism because they have put land and water resources as a price tag, and they're allowing corporations to just buy out places. They're allowing it because they're going to profit from it. Like the government is obviously profiting from it. They have no incentive to not sell these things, but 100% land back, water back to the indigenous peoples. Like there's no way that, there's just no way that the government is going to easily give it up because they have so much, once again, money just invested into the whole system.
And that's where like the word solidarity comes into play, right? We need to be standing in solidarity with our native brothers and native sisters, right? It's the same deal that we must also turn to our fellow black brothers and black sisters and their struggle and our solidarity with them, because our suffrage is the same. We're being dealt a bad hand by the powers that be, and the best course of action is to stand in solidarity and fight that fight together. Why be divisive, and why fight, people that you barely even know, when we have a collective struggle, and that collective struggle is coming from the top, telling us what to fucking do, and they're not letting us give us the due rights and the due stuff being given them to our labor force. Like our labor has made this country strong, and we barely give anything much in return. We only got like what, 2 fucking COVID checks, if you even had it, during the Trump administration. And then out from the Biden administration, you only have what, a $600 check. I'm like, what the fuck? And now funding for COVID has been relapsed, or now it's being non-existent, and COVID's still rampant. It's still a thing, and yet we are pretending that no, we have beaten COVID. We're fine. Everything's good here. We're going back to mask optional. We're going back to just trying to go back to normal. Nothing's really normal, and this is where again we have to have this solidarity to fight through that fight and tell people no, we need to survive. And we need to survive together by doing the things that are actually smart, doing the things that's really productive to save human lives. But we keep going, and we keep having people who dehumanize their worth and their value, and think that's okay. No, it's not okay. So we have to keep going back to let's rehumanize the world and try to get people to care about the things they need to care about.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I remember this, Timothy. He said, y'all remember when Pepsi sued 4 poor Indian farmers over 150K a person over planting potatoes that were the same as they was the same potatoes that they used for Lay's chips. Y'all remember that shit? Yeah, this it's crazy, man. Like they just got too much power, but this was another reason why these corporations was pulling out of Russia because they knew that they was American owned or American ran, I should say, and they knew that they was going to take a big hit, not only with this war, but with the war on oil. You know what I'm saying? The oil on the American dollar. They're all going to take big hits, and some of these corporations, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, they do a lot of like the military and Coca-Cola, they do like 90% of the polluting in America. Like, yeah, they really produce anything but toxic and plastic. So yeah, they about to be fucked in a minute. What's good? What's going on with you, Lamb? Liam. Hey, motherfucker.
Liam, you're muted.
Oh, hey, what's going on, gentlemen, ladies, and sisters and comrades? I'm sitting out in my car for my child break, and I just wanted to jump in and because I have a thought for you guys here. I'm a socialist, and I'm not full communist, but you guys are working on it. I respect that, whatever. But I just have a thought, and this sounds a little bit like a platitude or like I'm patronizing you, but it's a thought that you guys should seriously consider. The land, we belong to the land, not the other way around. I just want to say that. And people who own vast swaths of land, that shouldn't be happening. This is, for better or for worse, this is our nation. And this land belongs to us, collectively. It doesn't just belong to Bill Gates or whoever the highest bidder is. And they shouldn't be making the rules for us. They shouldn't, the American oligarchs shouldn't be making the rules, shouldn't be telling us where we can and can't be, what is not theirs, and what not is ours. And I just wanted to throw that out there for my comrades who are dominantly communist. And it's a thought that I have. And I'll throw it back. Thanks for having me, Rome.
Oh, man. Thanks for stopping by on your break. Man, this is gonna... What's going on in my motherfucking chat? Let me fucking catch up to you people, because these EMP weapons, hold on. I'm losing track. I'm trying to pay attention. I'm like, damn, I'm getting cross-eyed.
Hey, I'm just going to throw this out here, brother. I can barely hear you. Speak up.
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got you on the speaker. I got to talk into the speaker, but yeah, man, it was nice having you, man. But I feel like a lot of people when we talk about power and things like this, like, man, we are talking to the wrong people. We gotta get people they already lost something. They already, you know what I'm saying? We can't talk to these people that's comfortable. We can't talk to these people that's comfortable in any way. Got to get the people that want to see change, deliver, because those, excuse me, are the people that's going to really deliver on certain things, even if, whatever. I can't say that shit, but they are going to deliver on certain things. Yes, the government shouldn't speak for everyone. This is why, you got to get control of your neighborhoods. You make yourself known. You do this and you do that. That way, word can go through you to a higher power or whatever. Your people can negotiate and use you for a mouthpiece or whatever, and you can be held accountable better instead of being some rich fuck with $1 billion saying that you know what I'm saying? Oh, this was gonna happen to your community, and then they just pull off and go to a whole nother fucking city. Like,
Yep. I don't know. I've been having fun over social media the last couple of days. I've been making fun of billionaires because, you know, I despise them. But I don't know. My latest thing is Elon Musk challenged Vladimir Putin to a duel.
yeah, I
As a
seen.
socialist,
Yeah,
I'm like, I'll allow it. So,
I'm like, let the world's biggest man-baby billionaire go off the show and try to have a fight with a guy who has spy training. To say that,
KGB,
like,
black belts.
you
And
not realize what the fuck's going on here.
Putin probably
Okay,
hit him in his fucking neck and kill his ass. Like, ah!
Right? Oh my God.
dude, it's a win-win situation for the proletariat. So
Yeah.
let him go.
Yeah, I can't.
It's like that Godzilla meme or that Godzilla thing. It's like, let them fight. Let them fight. Just let them fight.
Yeah, I would.
The only request I would have is put that shit on pay-per-view.
All the money go to Tour for the Poor.
Yeah. Like the Elon versus Flag. Who will win? My head is my bets with.
Oh shit, y'all! I always wanted to do this. We got breaking news. Hold on. The Colonel of Main Intelligence Director of Ministry Defense of Ukraine was killed near Kyiv. Well, earlier he was convicted. Oh shit, they chopped this nigga. I can't show this. I can't say this. Hold on.
Wait, who was killed?
Oh shit! Hold on. I'm about to share it on Twitter. I'm gonna share it on Twitter. Damn, I can't share this. Hold on. Let me find a way I can do this without getting kicked off every damn thing. Okay, well, you too. Let me show a dead body. Well, all right, look, I'm gonna show his passport on the screen. But he was the colonel. He was the colonel of Ukraine. Damn, I never can get this shit right. That's his passport on his Nazi army on his dead body. Damn, they got this nigga laid out, boy. What that nigga Wayne say? Pow! One to the head. Now you know he dead. God damn, boy, this nigga. Took control of the Russian offensive. Took control of Novy Mayorskaya and Prechetseva. I don't know. I can't pronounce that shit. I'm so that's not my fault. That's Americans' fault. That's the school system.
Rome, are you on the Telegram for
Yep.
ASP
Yep.
military? Okay,
Nope,
yeah.
you can't.
It's, Oleg Akhmedov. Wait, I said the name wrong. Oleg Akhmedov.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you see how they got this nigga? That's really funny.
That's like the third. That's like the third one. That's like the third high-ranking officer they killed.
Told you they ain't pulling no punches, boy. It's over. Like on the ground, man. It was so many people fleeing this fucking war. They was like, yeah, it's over. We're not gonna win. And this is why America is so quick with that pen. They tossing out so much fucking money. They're tossing out so much fucking money because they know it's over, bro. But see, it's not only just this. This opens up a wormhole for NATO to be destroyed for real. You know what I'm saying? As far as them having a presence on the east, NATO will be destroyed. and I said white supremacy, no difference. America would not have that strong of a reach as they did over there. And I'm pretty sure when Putin, I don't think Putin wants to take over, so to say, but I believe that he is going to install a puppet. I believe so. There is no reason to bomb this land to it's nothing. There is no reason to do that. That's just bad business, especially when you're right next door, and you know there are still resources. There's still wheat and you know oils that you can pull, you can use. Millions of people can be housed there. You know, I don't see them bombing it to. I don't see them bombing it to it's nothing but a playing field. I see, you know, them actually. This is really controlled, man. This is really controlled. It's more controlled than what I have seen with American wars, where we just go in and we just drone the fucking shit out of everybody and just don't even think about who it like, even like, come on, man. Barack Obama had a 90% civilian death rate. 90% civilian. You gotta be hitting these niggas on purpose now. Like, there's no way you are missing. But that's the ethnic cleansing. Maybe their targets was children and women. Maybe they're trying to stop future generations from being born. But
did they approve the no-fly zone?
Hell no. Hell no, they ain't approved it. They ain't stupid enough to do it, man. Putin is gonna fucking send something over here.
Biden might be sleepy, but he ain't stupid. He knows if they approve that no-fly zone, and Russia don't let him have it.
Russia can't get enough troops in play fast enough to take over that all of Ukraine. The western half of Ukraine could be, if they move troops now, they could take half the western half of Ukraine and stay off Russia halfway through Ukraine. You know what I mean? But it would usher in what they call for the most part World War III, because China is going to back Russia. So, you know, I think the no-fly zone would kind of like let Putin know that the western half of the world ain't no punks either, though. You know what I'm saying?
A no-fly zone would have a nuclear war, will cause a nuclear war between the East and the West. And not only that, it's not only between Russia. We got other countries that don't want this. And if we was to throw up a no-fly zone, I'm pretty sure China would try to kick our asses too, because everybody has a lot to lose in this war. And I'll be damned if two knuckleheads fighting is gonna cost me my shit. But it's over. This war has been over before it was started. This is why America is pushing so much money and weapons into it, because they know that there is no way that you can fight one of the toughest militaries on the fucking planet. America can't even go head to head with them. This is why they need to go and build a NATO basis around them and try to build bioweapons and release this and release that. They had to go at them certain ways just to get close enough to fight. They can't even. No, unholy Rome with the three. The E's are three. But yeah, they can't win. America hasn't won a war since when? When the last time we even won a fucking war? Like, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose, and rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Are you ex-military, bro?
Hell no.
I am.
That's a bad thing, man.
And if you understand the American military, it's not as
I know people. You always say it's not to win wars. That's what losers say.
No, it's not as conventional as people, you know, as it used to be. It's more technical. It's not a man's, you know, boots on the ground type military no more, bro. We got weapons that they launch from satellites in space. You know what I'm saying? Things have changed.
I don't know if you're keeping up with both sides of the propaganda, I should say, but Russia already let the U.S. military and France and Britain know that we know where your weapons are coming in. We know where you store them. We're gonna blow them up. They are right next door. You don't think I have a control on what's going on in my neighborhood or around the corner from me? I don't know what's happening.
No, I don't think. No, that's not. I never alluded to that. I'm just saying.
I'm speaking for as Russia. And yeah, somebody just said Russia has better nukes, way better nukes, way better. And we know this. And not only that, China has built super weapons that can take out a whole fucking country if they want it. If we want war, they can really give it to us. But they know not to pass the Iron Dome, because the Iron Dome means
underestimating America, bro.
No, I'm not. No, you overestimate America. And that's why we are at where we are at now. Because people overestimate. They're going into these militaries. They think that you're going to win. You think that you're going to win and bring good. You're not bringing any good. You haven't brought any good with the time that you have done in the military. I can guarantee that.
I'm just trying to give you a little insight on what America is capable of, bro.
Yeah, I know this. I mean, look what they have done to our people. But now we have superpowers around us. And not only that, other superpowers are blocking America out of power, like oil and dollars and trading. You think all them sanctions and all that time that y'all spent in these countries made them like you guys, or want to just, okay, we're just going to give up all power forever? And like I was saying earlier, you guys may be bullies. You guys may be raping these countries and taking this oil. It might happen 10 years or 100 years, but it won't happen forever. You will be held accountable for your actions. And we are seeing this right now. It's not just Russia that America has to be worried about. It's Saudi Arabia that we just sold so many weapons to. Now that they can attack us, they just traded on us and went to China and went with Russia. Now we have India trading off the American dollar. Those are billions of people. Listen. Americans think the map is just the West. It's not. Those are billions of people that is willing to cut us off. That is willing to cut us off, man. Do you understand? So all that money that they accumulated, all them billionaires that you went to war for, their dollars ain't gonna mean shit. The weapons ain't gonna be shit. China has better weapons. Russia has just enough weapons, if not better weapons. You don't really want war, man. Like if America really wanted war, if America really wanted war, how about this? Stop sending money out there and send boots on the ground in.
No. Whatever happened to we the people?
Who people?
As in what? Like
I was just about to say, who people?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm talking about America. I'm talking about us that's in this room. If we got to fuck up our seats, out our homes, and got in the streets and protested this shit the way we supposed,
and we're gonna get our fucking heads cracked in. We're gonna get our heads cracked in. Because niggas like you, you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna call you. They're gonna call you. They're gonna call you to put to lace up. And you're gonna come to my community where you're not fucking known at, and you don't have any love or no heart at, and you're gonna crack our fucking heads open. That's what the fuck is gonna happen when we get out here and protest, and we get out here and striking and rioting. They're gonna call the National Guard. They're gonna call military men and women on the fucking ground, and we're gonna get killed for fucking standing up for our rights. That's what happened to fucking we the people. We have been getting killed. We have been killed, right? So why would you like? I just don't get it. I just don't get it, bro. Because you know this is what America does, but you sit here and join the military like that's not hypocritical. Like the irony in this, bro.
If you don't like what the government's doing, man, then you take it to the government instead of sitting on spaces talking about it.
I'm doing what I'm doing on the streets. I do what I do all across America. I preach what I believe in. I teach people. I touch people. But that's not the thing, bro. That's not the thing. We are talking about people with control over your lives, over what happens when you are first born and when you are dead, bro. They know what they want with us. They know what they want to do with us. But you want to sit here like I just don't get it, dog. Like this niggas are joining the fucking military and listen to a Malcolm X speech.
Yo, everybody has to make I'm going to jump in here. All right, I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. I spent 4 in the Corps and 1 in Iraq. All right, And I'll tell you this much. Our U.S. military is good at one thing, picking up cigarette butts. That's what it's good at. All right? Like, let's be real.
Okay.
All right? And so while we're learning how to fucking pick up cigarette butts and brass with fucking doorknobs and shit like that, you got fucking the Spetsnaz who are fucking learning how to do flips while throwing hatchets at fucking targets. You know, person for person, they have a fucking beefier fucking personnel spread. And they have weapons. This ain't fucking just bullying a shit nation
Right.
that doesn't fucking matter.
We're not talking about Afghanistan.
Real fucking fight, and we are gonna get our asses kicked if we go in there. If we fucking twitch the wrong fucking way, it's World War III, and we're gonna get our asses kicked. And that is just the fucking reality about it. Man.
Okay, so that's the reality. How do you cut that off?
Don't ask for iron. Don't ask for. Don't ask. Do not ask. Do not ask for a no-fly zone. I know that. That's one. Don't ask for a no-fly zone. A no-fly zone isn't some block. It isn't some imaginary defense system, nigga. It's bombs.
Here in America, bro. Here
You don't join the military.
We need revolution.
If we don't like what's going on, then revolution is what is in order.
So
I mean,
then the question is, hold on. The question is then, are you willing to fight the police state? All of it, like all of the police.
Are you willing to lay down to a police state?
That's what. Okay, wait. Let me finish. Are you willing to fight the police state? All of it, from the CIA to the FBI to the actual local police. They're the ones
as much power.
Let me finish. They're the ones that have been funded completely by our government. Our government has the boots on the ground to ensure that if there ever was an insurrection against the government, they have all the money and power and resources to ensure that's here. So the question is then, are we willing to fight our own citizens to actually have a true revolution?
You would have to ask the police that, because I'm not a police officer.
I'm asking you that.
Your opinion.
My opinion is yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'd be willing, because that's what's in order. It's gotten way the fuck out of control. Instead of sitting in the house doing nothing, we the people are more in mass than they are. They're a Congress, man. They're a Senate. You know what I'm saying? If we the people took the power back, then we could change some shit. But just sitting around talking about it, yeah, it gives the police state its authority. It's not just sitting back and doing nothing. If you want change, you got to make change. You got to be active in change. We can't just sit around and talk about it.
Sure.
You got to be about it. I mean, that's basically what it is. I mean, if you want to get gangster, get gangster. Rally all your gang homeboys and be like, look, instead of killing each other, you know what I'm saying? Let's go do some real shit.
I mean,
let's change the way this whole fucking course is going.
I mean, that's what I'm working on right now, and I'm working on shit all across this fucking country, man. Like, I'm trying to get shit in place to where we have some type of power if we were to ever come together and want to use it, man. We got to get this shit right. Community gardens, the tour for the poor, my Communist Party, all the shit is gonna come into play, and we're gonna really take back what's ours. Because there is no reason for us to fucking sit here and be like, oh well, that didn't happen, so I'm just waiting, vote it out, and see what happens next. No, nigga, it didn't happen. We making it happen. We making it happen. We got the people we have to control right now.
Let me make sure I'm perfectly clear on something here. There's several people here, myself included, Unholy as well, you know, and that are doing things. We're not just sitting around on our fucking hands. We are actually getting out there, spreading the words. There's different talents for different people, and we're out there every day beating the streets, doing what we got to do. You know, some of us do it in different capacities. I do it in a non-violent capacity, and other people do it in a more violent revolution type of capacity. But guess what? We got to work together on that stuff, because you know what? The yin and the yang fucking work together. You know,
I'll let these niggas know. I'll let these niggas know that you are already dead, bro. They already know what they want from you. Just take it back, bro. We don't have to fucking sit here and take this shit. We don't have to sit here and take it, nigga. We can take it back. They know what they want from you. They know they're gonna put your ass here or there. What the fuck? Fuck this, bro. We got to take our lives back. If not, they're gonna take your life from you.
Just FYIs, right? America spent $1.2 billion on 9mm hollow tip bullets for Homeland Security.
Wait, real quick. So there's two people that want to speak real quick. Just let them speak, and then y'all can kill each other after.
Okay, hey, can I go? Hey, what's up? Hey,
Yeah,
I wanted to talk about kind of a couple topics. First, like you're kind of floating this idea of like American military supremacy. That's a complete myth. Like right now in China on Chinese TikTok called Douyin, they have these like videos where they're like making fun of the F-35 and yeah, America hasn't really won a war because they're usually fighting, you know, what's the term they use? Asymmetrical war, like Korean War, Vietnam War. We're not really fighting standing armies, right? Like, so yeah, the American military, I feel like it's mostly like a theatrical.
They're not fighting, they're bullying.
Yeah, it's kind of like a military for show, like 800 bases, right? So anyway, I want to talk about Ukraine too. Russia isn't really trying to occupy or take over the whole country. There really aren't even many Russian troops at all in Western Ukraine. They're sort of focusing on military targets. I think right now they basically have like a lot of troops that have encircled the capital, Kiev, however you want to say it. And then there's fighting in the Nazis, the Azov Battalion, they're in Mariupol. So I think there's a lot of fighting there. There's also fighting in Kharkiv, but they've already, they've done a lot of negotiations, and I read that they have like a draft of a peace proposal. So I know Zelensky is like going around asking for a no-fly zone, but I don't really think Europe or the U.S. is really going to commit to that because that is going to be nuclear war.
It's too many white people dying. That's too many white people dying, bro.
Hold up. Let's be clear on another thing. Right now, U.S. is in the position they want to be in. If you think about it, right now we don't have to put boots on the ground, and we can sell a bunch of weapons. Keep in mind, war is a racket, and it's there for the profit and plunder of the ruling class at the expense of and blood of the working class of all the different nations. It ain't just Americans. It ain't just Ukrainians. It ain't just Russians. You know, the military-industrial complex in America wants to sell weapons. They want to get rich off of fucking killing. And right now, we don't have to get in, and we can still sell $13 billion, worth of weapons, because that's what we're giving them monthly for, is so that they can give it right back to our military-industrial complex. So, right now, they all fucking have this figured out. This is all for show. And here's the thing: is if we get froggy about it, they manufacture enough consent, then we go in and it starts World War III. You know who wins it ultimately on that one? The military-industrial complex, win or lose. So right now they're making all that fucking money. So let's be real about that.
Oh no, for sure, I agree. I don't know. I hate to kind of bring up a video game reference to anyone who's played Metal Gear. We talk about the war economy, but that's definitely true. America is a huge part of our economy. So that's very, I don't like that is the case, but that is like kind of one of America's main exports.
Russia has now employed
America's war.
Russia just employed some Tornado GMR launchers. They're targeting Ukrainian military positions.
And another thing I wanted to say real quick, we were talking about, we kind of are, people talk about multipolar world, and we kind of are at that point. So there's kind of like parity between a lot of these militaries. Like Russia has the hypersonic missiles. I think they can like go around the world, hit any target in like a few minutes. Like China has these, America has these. The outcome. There's no real outcome of America winning, any kind of war against another great power, at this point. So,
especially two of them at one time. Two powers at one time. Not only two powers. We got to think about the other billion people that don't give a fuck about us, bro. Dude, oh my God, man. That's why I was telling people, like, look, I love you guys. I love y'all. Arguments, disagreements, whatever. I love y'all. But in the next 5 to 10 years, please work on getting the fuck out of here. Work on going South America. Please go to Cuba. Go to West Africa. Get the fuck out of America, dude. It's about to go down here. I mean, we about to feel a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these jobs, a lot of these corporations are gonna go down. You know, we know no matter if we see a Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell, all on the same block, that motherfucker's owned by one person, bro. That one person go down, we're gonna start feeling some real shit going on after the US dollar hit. It's over. Try to stack up what you can and get the fuck up out of here, dude. Because and get out of here while the American dollar still has value. Because if you leave with American money, you ain't gonna have shit.
They just gonna declare martial law. That's all. Ain't nobody gonna be able to get on the airplane and get up out of here.
Yep. You're gonna have to get some boats.
It's literally gonna turn into the Ukraine situation where they wasn't letting people leave then.
Oh yeah, especially black people like, oh no, who's gonna fucking play basketball and football for us? Oh no, you niggas, get your ass back there. And I keep like I remember I had this conversation with some racist dude. Man, I was out in fucking Florida somewhere. Fucking racist motherfucker said some shit. But I was too hot to even. I was like, you know what, bro, what is y'all gonna do without black people? Like, bro, what, like, for real, what are y'all gonna do? We fill up the prisons, we entertain. We make all the money. Like, what are y'all gonna do? We leave and then what? Okay, we all go back to Africa and then what?
And we got the best strippers in the world, bro.
The best food. Like, what y'all gonna do without black people? Okay, you go back to Africa. Okay, we go back to Africa. We make Africa better.
They may or may not season their food either. So, you know.
Oh shit. Yeah, that shit. I never got that. Like, how much money that y'all made off us? Some of you motherfuckers still want us to be slaves, and you telling us to go back to Africa for real?
So the black population, like 12% of the United States, but we spend the most money economically.
Yes.
I don't tell that the other body when I get to the rate. So what the hell are they gonna do without us?
I mean, I spend all my money at the strip club, so strip club and wings. So I think that's like a good assessment of where I spend my money at. But I just want to say something real quick. First and foremost, I think that this space is truly American because everybody's yelling, and that's a good thing. I don't know if you guys ever watch BBC, but these motherfuckers are worse. Okay, just to let you know, American politics ain't got shit on British politics. Next, I've been in the Army for 6 years, going on 6 years, right? I've been overseas. We were like you said, we were literally bullying those people, and people who came before me were like, we pretty much red dawned them and shit, and we took over their country and all that shit. Obviously, that was a bullying situation. It was bullshit. We should have never been over there. And there's a lot more other stuff. How you say? Now, as far as like going up against like Russia and China and all that shit, it's gonna be what it's gonna be at the end of the day. Now, I will say, send all the motherfuckers that was at the Capitol first before you send me. Send all of them. Just send the people from the Capitol first, and then send all the people that think they so bad. Matter of fact, send the motherfuckers that have never joined the Gravy Seals. Yes.
Put them niggas front line, please. Put these niggas front line. Give these niggas 10 bullets and a level 1 vest.
No, you feel like respawn points that you can respawn at. Street gangsters. Then street gangsters. Because they hard. They hard as fuck. They so hard.
Wait. No, I want the gangsters on our side. Send them loving alt-right and them Proud Boys. Send them.
But look, if y'all really think we're gonna lose the war to Russia and China, we got rednecks, bro. Think about this. Rednecks got shit that the military don't even got. Okay, right. They got missiles for real.
Clear.
So I don't know. Shout out to all my other vets in here, by the way. Appreciate y'all service. If y'all still in, cool. So I've been for 6 years. I've been to Ranger School, did all that bullshit. Airborne school. I don't know how I ended up jumping out of a plane, but I did. And I will say this: I was stationed at the Pentagon like a year, and ironically enough, I ran into my old command sergeant major, who's now the director at Fort Sam Houston for a medical school. And like when they do deployments, I don't know if you know this as well, Liam. But when they do deployments, like the big 4-star general, he's sitting there and he pops up everybody. So all the branches are popped up and shit. And then they pretty much play Monopoly of who's going to get sent where at that point. So that's when we get those 30 days notice or that 90 days notice, that's when our asses are about to go pretty much. So that's something I've learned to appreciate, that we're just the chess pieces in this game pretty much. And you know, like I said, if a motherfucker come to our neighborhood and they start shooting shit, we got to shoot back. I'm
gonna let you know right now.
Yeah, y'all in the Army.
China ain't sending no boots on
China. 90 days. The Marines get 48 hours.
China right now is destroying America without firing a single bullet or a missile, bro. They don't need to go to war. They don't need boots on the ground, bro. Even if we did go to combat war, nukes, nukes, brother, nukes, brother, nukes.
We owe China so much money, man, that we can't even take out a PPP loan, man. So that's how much money.
You know how bad North Korea been itching to fucking shoot our ass? Let China say some shit. They're gonna be like, oh shit, my bad. I made a mistake and press the button. Oh shit, it's over now. Nigga, bro, it's not boots on the ground. I know that you guys are veterans and you had to go over there.
All I know is
you have to go over there on boots on the ground, but it's not going to be like that, bro. They're not trying to risk all them people, especially coming over here in America where there are more guns than people.
Look,
they're gonna fucking bomb us, bro.
From North Korea is Dennis Rodman. Now, if Dennis Rodman and I mean, if Kim Jong Un and Putin and I don't know who runs China, if they all click up together, it's a wrap. Like we really got to really be something. We just have to send everything at once. You feel me?
No, you need a peace treaty. You need a peace treaty. This is what got you here. Stop being so quick to jump to war. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes, look, you lose. You lost. There is no reason to, you already backed in the corner. They stomping you the fuck out. There is no swinging back up. You lost. Give up. You're going to make it worse. You're going to make it worse. And then what happens when you try to punch up again, you try to send another rocket and they smack that shit out of the air and they say, you know what? We're getting rid of New York. We're getting rid of Chicago. We're getting rid of fucking California. Fuck it. Let's do it. You want it? Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, that's my state, bro. Don't fucking fuck with California, okay? But just leave the northern half.
I'm just saying, they're gonna get rid of California. They're gonna get rid of California. They're gonna get rid of Michigan. They're gonna get rid of New York for the simple facts. California bring in the most money.
Whoa.
They're gonna
not New York.
listen.
Not the city.
Yes, New York bring in a lot of tourist revenue. And Michigan gives out the most clean water to the fucking.
New York is not even considered America no more, bro. We departed.
Well, y'all niggas gonna be a part. Y'all gonna be a part. All right, y'all gonna be a part when that motherfucker hit. Because I saw a bomb. I seen a bomb that Russia has built that can really wipe out the whole New York and New Jersey put together. That's just one.
Not with the power of Tim's being out here, bro. We got Tim's. Our Tim's can block anything.
Yeah, you better hope them Tims get it, because it's over.
Back.
But
I'm trying to tell him.
Michigan is gonna get hit.
He got sophisticated weapons, bro. He don't believe us. He don't believe me.
They're not fucking with. They're not fucking with China. I know America got some shit. It's not fucking with China's and Russia's, bro. It's not. And all that shit, that we just sold to Saudi Arabia. Guess what? They ready to go against us too.
And then you also got to take into account this, right? Like another sergeant major told me, he was like, you know, a lot of this war doesn't have to be fought hand to hand anymore. Like people, like they got drones and shit now. Yeah. Like everybody has something that we no longer have to be in front of.
It's like Call of Duty. It's really like Call of Duty now. You can press a button and kill a motherfucker.
Exactly. So except like you said, we don't respond though. And ironically enough, I met a guy who fought in World War II. As you know, World War II, one of the bloodiest. And he was at the beach for D-Day or whatever. And he was 18 years old when all that shit happened. I met him. And when I met him at the time, he was like 86 years old. And I was like, I said, yo, that's crazy. He's like, honestly, I don't know why I was there, but I had to fight for my country. He said, that's all I remember. He said, basic training was very short, very quick. And it's like, yo, that man went over there where millions of people died, and he don't even know what he fought for. So it's kind of like war has no winner or loser, because if you really think about it, look at all the places that we're stationed. We're stationed in Germany. were stationed in Japan. All the places that were pretty much bad at one point, and then we kind of went over there and bullied them. Because we bombed Japan like 6 fucking times, bro. Like, shit was drastic as fuck. And now pretty much we live in Japan now. Like, and yeah, and to the sense,
I live in Japan right now, and I can tell you it's a fucking vassal state of the United States. It's nothing cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on.
It's like,
Hold on 1 second, y'all. We got some more breaking news. The Russian army just had well, basically they're taking over territories, and they just found a Tennessee flag in a book bag next to some dead militias. So we see some Americans are out there. Hold on, I'm gonna show it on. I'm pretty sure I can show this on.
You didn't see the Reddit post for all the freaking Americans declaring that they go over there to fight for Ukraine, and then they get freaking killed like within 20 minutes of landing there? You didn't see that?
Hell no.
It was the folks from the Capitol, bro.
Oh.
Hey, man. Hey, Jay.
Hey, them niggas got some balls though. I'll give them that. I'll give them the Capitol because I feel like niggas is bitches, bro. All over. Niggas will sit here and march till their motherfucking head will pop off and scream till they fucking ears pop and bleed. But they won't actually do nothing against the government when they feel they are being fucked. I'll give y'all that. Y'all actually did something just because y'all felt some type of way. But niggas will get killed and be like, oh, well, niggas die every day, B. No, nigga.
No, we killing each other. That's what we doing.
Nigga, everybody is killing us. We killing us. They killing us. The food, the sugar, the land, giving us cancer. The water is giving us fucking poison, lead. Everything. Everybody is killing us, and everybody's getting the cut, but us.
Yeah, but I need Joe Byron to drop another semi check, man. It's hard out here. I
Man,
gotta
ain't
give
doing
the strippers some money. But hey, J7, pop in, man. I know you've been wanting to talk, bro.
Yeah, Jake, what's happening, buddy? It's good to see you. What's up? Jake, God damn it. Are you going through a wind tunnel?
Yeah, he always
Good
on
morning to
shit.
your having a pleasant day. Rarely do I get to use this voice. Sorry to do it twice. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you all.
Hey, you know, in the spirit
Oh
of
shit,
the
it's St.
fucking
Patrick's
holidays,
Day?
Let's pass around the green, all right?
If you're not wearing green, make sure you pink yourself.
I ain't wearing green. I don't
God,
think.
if you ain't smoking green, somebody needs to fucking.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I need some weed.
Like this thing. Make sure you're smoking plenty of green today.
Oh
Yeah,
shit, this nigga.
always go for the green, always.
Seriously though, mutually assured anything when it comes to no-fly zone. I mean, that mean anything to anybody? Mutually assured destruction of fly zone, no-fly zone. This conflict will eventually lead to that. And when it comes to if nuclear arms was even a part, Russia has more conventional tanks than we do, than all of NATO or the West side. And China has active duty than we do. And our most arms attack is immediately exploitable for cyber attack. So we're not exactly that strong of a military going up against Russia and China. That is what mutually assured.
Nigga, y'all are gonna get so stretched out. Oh my god, man. Boot for boot, just with China. You guys will get so stretched out. The army, you gotta go over here, overseas. Your good weapons, you gotta bring them from east to west, west to east. Like, if they wanted to, they can just be done with you motherfuckers. Like, I'm telling you, man. I think all that military programming, you still stuck on a little bit of it. Because if you was to see the world and the militaries around us for what they really are and the powers that they really hold, bro, there's no way that the American military can go after two superpowers at once while trying to keep the American dollar afloat at the same time. I just don't see it. They got
one thing that people. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. I'm done. I just don't see it, dude. I see us losing
Okay,
horribly, And now, if we lose like some shit like that, that's going to give Russia or China a chance to take over for real.
Yeah, because like you said, like, you know, you got everybody that's angry at the United States. It ain't just, you know, Russia. It's Russia, China, North Korea, and everybody else,
Africa.
India, and everybody else the United States did wrong. And the one thing, you know, people talk about, like, yeah, the United States got this, that, and the third. But remember, it takes a lot of fuel to send those rockets. It takes fuel to get those boats and everything in the position to launch stuff. And the one thing, the fastest way that everybody can end the war against the United States is cut off the fuel supply. You know, because I also was a veteran. It's not something I'm proud of, but I'm also a veteran. I was in the Air Force for 9 years. My job was logistics. So I got deployed to the.
You was in the Air Force, bro. That was a great job. That's like fucking steak and lobster.
They always say that shit.
Hey,
It's all y'all playing the same game though. So no matter who eating steak and lobsters, who eating shit out of the bag, all you motherfuckers feel white supremacy in my eyes.
Exactly. So like my point is that my job, I worked logistics. I shipped a lot of barrels from the Middle East full of oil back to the United States. And I shipped a lot of empty barrels from the United States back to the Middle East. So it takes a lot of fuel to run these operations. And if Saudi Arabia just up and decides to say, look, y'all ain't get shit from us no more. We trade with Russia and China, and that's a wrap. What the U.S. going to do? They can't launch the goddamn thing.
They just did that yesterday. They just signed a deal with Russia and traded in Chinese currency.
Right. They're trading for the yen. They're trading for the Chinese yuan now instead of the U.S. dollar. They're setting up the refineries in China, and they're going to be filling them with Russian oil from that. I forgot what it's called. Something Project 2. I forgot what it's called.
And China invaded Africa for their resources.
When?
They didn't invade China. I mean, they didn't invade.
Not invade like militarily, but they're there procuring resources in Africa as we speak.
You mean building trains, nigga?
Yeah, I was saying they're building roads that they can drive on instead of having dirt roads that will mess up their vehicles, and all the help that they're giving Africa right now, more help than the United States ever gave them.
I think niggas think it's something coming with it because this is how we do it. It gotta be a catch. A nigga can't just and you know what? It is a catch to it. Overall, there are growing relationships. There are growing relationships between our nations. That's the fucking catch.
Like
to have a stronger, to have stronger and clear communications. And if we all build together, we all have something to lose together.
Yeah, that's the thing right there. China's actually being more clear, and they're not using the death trap that the United States used.
Right, they forgave the debts. They forgave their debt. Like what is it they're going to do? And they just told us, oh well, China is going to try to own the airport in Uganda. No, they didn't. They didn't try at all. Actually, Uganda still owned their own airport. And this story came out last year. They keep on pushing this China, this red scare. China and Africa is working well. U.S. and Africa, that's who needs to get their shit together. If y'all want to talk, like, come on now, like,
nah, man, we
raped the fuck out of them.
Out of Africa.
We raped the fuck out of Africa,
bro.
We
gotta get the crackers out of there, bro.
Like I said, there's two websites that I follow: AfricanNews.com and China Africa. ChinaAfricaProject.com. These are two sites that I follow when I want to keep up with how China and Africa relations are. And generally, other than the website itself, there are YouTube videos where you can go and see these African diplomats coming out and saying the positive relationships that they have with China versus the United States.
You don't be accepting this American programming, man. Like, nobody like us, bro. Nobody likes us. Nobody likes us. They all turning their back. They all cutting off their oil supplies. They all ganging up and army and teaming up. It's over. The time of the American empire has come. It's falling, and there's not a damn thing or a bullet that you can shoot to save this motherfucker. It's over.
It's because finally somebody has risen up with the same amount of power as the United States and given the rest of the global South an alternative. That's what happened.
that's why I like to call it the economic powers, fighting each other, and you realize, oh shit, well, with what China's doing is basically using the same capitalist structure of the money and powers that's been used here in the United States, and they're just putting it on the United States, basically. Like, oh shit, all the stuff we've done in terms of profiteering, et cetera, we're basically getting the karma of being dealt back by China. Like, all the stuff that we said we do good in, China is doing two times better than us in that. They're doing better in infrastructure than us. Like, what the fuck, right? So it just like what our priorities are back here. Like, we're not gonna act together.
China pulled millions of people, fucking what the fuck, man, out of poverty. We can't even get, dude. This shit right here. Like, yeah. I know America. This is why they don't teach us foreign policy, man. They don't teach us foreign policy because we will actually see what's going on the ground and what's actually happening, how these people are actually treated. And like I had to explain to my boy, like, shit, we bombed some countries and they still don't have a homeless population. They still find somewhere for the people to go. How is it that we can't do that? Like, what the fuck? We got people that's living under our sanctions that's doing fine.
Yeah, like fucking Cuba that actually made a fucking vaccine due to all the restrictions and sanctions being levied by the United States, made a vaccine that's more efficient than the ones being made here in the US, right? So it's just the prevailing narrative that we're the greatest is being proven wrong over and over.
And they sent their doctors to other countries after they cured all their people. They sent doctors to other countries to help with the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and that's like mind blowing that a country that we through the Western lens we've said that we're demonizing them consistently. I mean, they're the bad people, but yet Cubans went out of the way just to ensure that their people are well taken care of.
They smarter than us. They life expectancy rate is like fucking 5 to 10 years longer than ours. Holy fuck. Maybe hey, look.
What? Speaking of Cuban food and Chinese food, African food, what y'all having for lunch? Like, that shit made me hungry as fuck. I ain't even know.
Actually, I'm about to go get some Middle Eastern. I'm about to go. It's a Middle Eastern place across the street from me. I'm about to go over there.
God damn it, man! Now I'm hungry too.
Well, facts, bro. Like, see, like, yo, look, this what. But here's the thing, though, right? I don't know if y'all ever, like I said, y'all be following other news and shit. I don't know if y'all ever noticed, like, when Vladimir Putin has run against anybody, they either go missing, or they go to jail, or they dead.
Oh yeah.
So somebody in Ukraine knows something about him, so he's trying to get that situated. But that's just my whole theory on that.
Shit, we all know who Putin is. Putin don't give a motherfucker. Putin, like, I will take care of you if you need to be taken care of. But the thing is, see, America, we are the same. We are the same. We live under a dictatorship, bro. Tell me how many families actually run America, and how many years and generations have they been running this? You know what I'm saying? Like, they write the bills.
You know the same 5 companies own all the major companies that are in America.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit.
I wouldn't even say we live under dictatorship. We live under corporate fascism. I would say that. We live under corporate fascism, where these people write the laws. And now you see they have made it to where corporations are people now.
Right. And before I joined the army, I was out here with the same people. And so, but hey, that's just my past life. Allah found me. He's like, you got to stop robbing these rich people. And I was like, okay, I'm stopping.
Fuck that.
That's what that is.
He tripping.
I'm like, hey, Holy, I got a question for you. You should go on Twitch for this shit. I know you gotta be a little, how do you say, less radical, because it's sensitive on there, unlike YouTube. But I definitely think folks will tune in to hear you speak on Twitch.
We are on Twitch. We are live on Twitch right now. Okay. Revolutionary Blackout.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
So you live on the show.
Okay, because I be cussing on Twitch all the time too. So I'm gonna give you a follow back, and make sure y'all follow me on Twitch as well. I talk about sex on Wednesdays because some people don't know how to have sex, and it's 2020 at our big grown ages. So just keep that in mind.
Oh, that's what's up.
Bro, what's the channel? I'm on Twitch right now. I'm looking for you.
Oh, Skip Ballard.
Revolutionary Blackout.
And
No,
yeah, Red-
what's Rome's channel? I'm on Twitch right now.
yeah.
My,
Rome,
my,
you gotta put it. Rome, you gotta put it in your bio. Bro.
Man, I don't know how to do none of that. Look, man, I hired an assistant for a fucking reason. My shit is called it's called Revolutionary Blackout on Twitch.
Okay, I got you. Revolutionary Blackout. Let me follow you right now.
Yeah, so I heard the word sex up in here. Like, what the fuck? You tell me I'm terrible with sex?
Hey, you be surprised. Like, some women be like, I don't get off, and they've never squirted.
Majority of women don't get off. Majority of women don't have orgasms because you man suck.
And some men be like, they be turned off from certain things. So you gotta help them find something. Like, they gotta focus their mind on something. Like, men be like, I can't go more than 10 minutes. I'm like, bro,
stick a finger up your
stare
ass.
at the wall for those 10 minutes and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, just count your paces at that point. That's like the best advice I can give everybody every time. Count your paces, bro. Because if you explode, now you got to go get her some water. Now you got to go get her some food to make up for the lost cause of happening. Gas is too expensive to having bad sex.
Okay, for sure. And that's why I'm like, if I ever get myself into a relationship, my first priority is make the orgasm first. All right, just say. Hashtag orgasm. Women orgasm first.
All right, this is a nice chat, y'all. But I gotta go. I'm over time, and Nick is about to start his show, so I'm getting cussed out. We're gonna do this tomorrow.
I'm getting cussed out.
I'm doing this tomorrow morning, I believe. Yep, Thursday, Friday. Yep, I'm doing this tomorrow morning around the same time, 10 to whenever the fuck I get cussed the fuck off to get off the network. Because I don't really have a time until everybody else wake the fuck up. But I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. Thank y'all for coming in. Follow me. I'm gonna try to follow as many people as we can back. If y'all want to call in, y'all want to be in the show, make sure you come early, get you a speaker spot because it'd be hard to get in. Because if a nigga kicking the shit, then I might not want to change, you know what I'm saying, that conversation. Or I might not want to risk you being a troll and just derailing the whole conversation. So come in, get an early spot. And
All right, and thanks for inviting me up.
Who doing Jew hate? Don't be doing no Jew hate on here. Hold on, who is this?
But yeah, thanks for inviting me up. It means a lot to me. Everyone have a great morning or afternoon, wherever you're at. Be safe and be well.
All right, y'all take care. I love y'all. And be smooth, be safe, and don't fall for the propaganda. Ukraine is losing like a motherfucker. But they are blowing some shit out of the air, but they just lost 2 more cities. While we was talking, Ukraine just lost 2 more cities.
While we was talking,
So,
power on.
yeah, so just be watching out for the news, y'all. They just lost 2 more cities. And damn it, what else just happened? They got a colonel just got killed, and there was one thing I couldn't show y'all. 2 Russian 2 days. This happened 2 days ago. Multiple Russian helicopters were destroyed on the ground, and Croatian. Yep, it was the Ukrainian MRLs. They blew them up. So they fighting, but it's more like a last battle cry before you know what I'm saying, before the heat of the battle. I don't think they got this one. I really don't think they got this one. Come out to Florida. I'm coming out to Florida. What's today's date? What's today's date? Nigga, I'll be in Florida in a couple of days. I'll be in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, Ukraine ain't winning shit. Fuck the Nazis. You know, I feel sorry for the civilians. I'm gonna just put that on record in case you motherfuckers. He's a Putin sympathizer. No, fuck Putin too, because when Putin get done with these motherfuckers, I'm gonna have to go after Putin because you niggas not. But we're gonna have to get him. We're gonna have. I think communists and Putin will have better conversations and negotiations without the fucking Americans on the table. But whatever. Like I say, more like a battle squeak. Yeah, fuck Ukraine. All right, y'all.